Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude.
Like that flat-screen TV that just got stolen.
See Agent Steve Ferguson in Little Rock, Bo Beavis in Cabot, or Daniel Vickers in Sherwood.
Whoa. More fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
The Zone on location Wednesday at Bradford Marine and ATV in North Wood Rock. It's the Memorial Day celebration going on now at all 6 statewide Bradford Marine and ATV locations. Deep discounts and fantastic interest rates on nearly all watercrafts in stock.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be with, and rappers hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everything.
You would have to be extremely talented to win if your team didn't get along and want to be there. And the locker room is so important. They spend so much time together in the locker room, on the field, in the hotels, bus travel. You know, baseball is a different sport. You're playing, you know, usually 4 to 5 games a week, mix in the weight room and just the regular practice. You're just always together. And if you can't get along, it just kind of spills over to the field. If you do get along, you like each other, really care about each other. I truly believe it spills over to the field as well. And we've seen it with this team. There's been games when, they could have shut it down or they were really tired from all the games we had played, but they just kept doing it. And that's rare, I think, these days, especially with all that goes on with, kids bouncing around, different schools. And it's just different than it used to be, say, 5 years ago. And so part of our job is to try to just head that off at the pass right when they walk in the door in August and start talking about being a team. And I think it's paid off. I think it's paid off with this team.
All right, welcome into the Zone. That's Dave Van Horn. I finally found something good I can say about Paul Feinbaum and his show. Dave Van Horn was on it yesterday, so there you go. Finally something nice about, and I like Paul Feinbaum personally, just not a big fan of his show, but Dave Van Horn was on there yesterday. We got a few more clips from that appearance coming up, so thank you, Mr. Feinbaum, for having DVH on your show yesterday. Appreciate that. Looking forward to this weekend with the SEC baseball tournament. It actually gets underway today. Okay. Arkansas will not play until Friday, and we'll see.
3 wins?
3 wins to a title.
3 wins will do it.
That'll do it.
Okay.
DJ Williams, Justin Acri, and the Wizard.
What's up, man?
Christian Weaver. How we doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm excited to be here today.
Okay.
It beats being dead.
Fair.
By a long shot. No, I'm happy. We got some good guests coming up. Jordan Wicks, bottom of the hour. We got to talk to him about his performances of late, thanks to Crain Buick GMC of Conway. And also, want to ask his thoughts on the Pete Rose deal. As a guy who's, I'm assuming, has never done steroids, nor has he ever gambled on baseball, I'm just curious what he thinks as a guy who has done it the right way.
If everyone could take steroids, you think it'd be cool for baseball?
No.
No? Okay.
Because
they were just jacking them out of the park.
It was fun. There's plenty of home runs being hit without steroids
Not
now.
like that, though.
No, but that's fine. I don't need that.
Okay.
I like baseball.
Seeing dudes come up to the plate just yoked.
Doubles and triples are cool, too.
Oh, okay.
You can still get yoked without doing steroids.
It's much easier with steroids.
I mean, look at me. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm 51.
Dude, you on steroids?
And I don't do any steroids.
You would be a specimen.
I mean, a 25-year-old man should be able to get as big as he wants to.
Yeah.
And as a top-level athlete.
You should try it for like 3 months.
Steroids?
Yeah. You'd be jacked. You think you have the temperament for it?
No, I'm already a psycho. I don't want steroids.
Okay.
No. Are you crazy?
All right. Don't do it.
No.
Justin Royd Rage would go
oh
insane.
My gosh. It would be some of the best radio ever.
Oh, I'd get thrown off the air. It would be bad. I'm trying to be calmer in my older age.
Okay.
I'm trying to be not as bulky and more calm.
Okay.
Anyway, but thank you for looking out for me.
Yeah.
We got the Red White Report brought to you by UAMS Health Ortho Now. The walk-in clinic is rocking and rolling. They opened a couple hours ago. So if you're sitting around with a bad ankle or bad back, what are you doing? Get in there. Pat Bradley, thanks to River City Flooring. We'll talk to Patrick about the NBA Conference Finals, which begin tonight. Quick turnaround for the Thunder, taking on the Timberwolves tonight in Oklahoma.
It's odd that the Western Conference Finals started before the Eastern Conference Finals when the Eastern Conference semifinals ended before.
Could not agree more. Thought the same.
I guess it has something to do with the schedule. That maybe the Eastern Conference semifinals would have played after the Western Conference.
Predetermined, apparently, Christian. I don't think it's right either.
Yeah, it's odd that they can't just, shift it.
Here's the bit of solace. At least you're home.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ultimately, Timberwolves have played 10 games. Thunder have played 11 games.
Okay. Yeah, no big deal.
But
and the other thing is,
have had a week off.
They do this all year.
Yeah.
I mean, they play back-to-backs.
Yeah.
This is no big deal. And their last game was home?
Yeah. So they didn't have to
they
travel.
won Game 7 at home. Yeah, they're fine. Man, no big deal.
It'd be all right.
Bobby Swofford's coming in at 11:30. We're going to talk about high school championships. We've got baseball and softball. And, sorry, I don't know, is soccer still going on or is it over?
It's still going on,
right? I don't know for sure.
I think so.
I feel stupid. We'll talk to him about it. Eli Cranor is going to join us. He's got a book. Not his book, but he's got a book he's going to talk about called Fever Beach. We'll talk about National Eli Day, too. And Susan Erwin Prowse will join us in the final hour. We will get the updated entertainment report. So I was looking at the entertainers got this morning. It's not been updated as of before the show. Now, maybe it's been worked on since I looked at it last an hour ago. But I've got a bunch of family coming in town, so we need something to do.
Yeah.
Looking for a place to go catch some music maybe on Friday night or Saturday night.
That's a big crowd going out.
Yeah, not everybody will go because, like, my nephew's bringing his 2 little girls, so they'll stay in the hotel, I assume, unless his wife's like, hey, I'm going out and you stay home, which would be fine by me. She's cool. And my brother and his girlfriend will go out, I'm sure. Maybe we can get Dancing Frank out for a minute.
There we go. You weren't thinking about maybe getting a big Airbnb that everybody can stay at, or?
No.
No.
I offer. Well, they have places like they could stay at my girlfriend's house.
Okay.
She's got a couple extra bedrooms. Everybody's like, we'll get a hotel. Honestly, the hotels downtown are so cheap.
Yeah.
Like they're like $100.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, so no big deal.
I love hotels too.
I like staying in a hotel too. And if you got little kids, it's kind of nice to have your own little space and not have to mess with. Plus, they like the pool and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Although I have a pool in my apartment, but still.
Nice.
Yeah. May not be great weather for it anyway.
Indoor pool?
Outdoor.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
No, not this
Not
weekend.
yet.
What?
You can't go in the pool yet.
Why
Yes.
No, it'd be cold, right?
No.
Oh, the water's cold, yeah.
Oh, is it right
It's
now?
very refreshing, though. I mean, we've had a couple 90-degree days where you jump in there, it's nice.
Okay.
I jumped in there last week and did it.
What's a good pool temperature? What's
I don't even know
normal?
what good water temperature is, but it's
70.
70's pretty
Is that
decent.
hot?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's good.
Okay.
I mean, your body's like 98.6, so 70 should feel pretty cold.
Okay.
Be curious to know. I don't know. Never thought
I wonder
about
what
it.
temperature I take like my shower.
I know. I was just thinking about the same thing. Not what temperature you take your shower, but what temperature I take mine at.
Yeah.
We take it cooler than most women do, I think. We talked about that already.
Mm-hmm.
Scalding hot
Mm-hmm.
women.
Yes. Burn that skin off. I don't know how y'all do it.
Mm.
So we got a number of things to talk about. We get the honors. We talked about the Razorbacks yesterday. I said probably a lot of guys will be honored. There were a lot of guys honored, but not as many as maybe I thought.
No, I think it's the most in the SEC.
That's not enough.
No, that's not enough.
No. Vahiva Aloy was named the Player of the Year in the SEC yesterday. Not shocking. Liam Doyle, who the Razorbacks just roughed up from Tennessee, was named the Pitcher of the Year. Deserved it, absolutely, but he also did not have a very good outing against Arkansas. They gave Schlossnagel the Coach of the Year. Whatever, I guess.
He did win it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, other Arkansas guys on first team. You had Vahiva at shortstop, Davalon in the outfield. You had Kuhio Aloy as DH utility player. So both Aloys making first team. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Root was first team too, right?
Zach Root made first team. Second teamers include Cam Kozel at first base, who you can catch on the Morning Mayhem show weekly. And that was
it. Yeah.
It. Yes.
Had 5 Razorbacks honored, I believe.
That's correct, sir. Nobody on all defensive team, which if I'm Aloy, I'm pissed because he's widely regarded as the best, although I'm told that the Alabama shortstop's really good defensively. Justin LeBron. And then no freshman for Arkansas. So anyway, doesn't really matter. Need Arkansas to win some games. Softball, getting ready for their regional this weekend. Bree Ellis has been named as one of the 3 finalists for the National Player of the Year, and I think she's got a great shot at that. So there you go. New rankings are out. Arkansas is 4th in a couple polls, 5th in the D1, in the Writers and the Perfect Game Coaches poll, and Baseball America has Arkansas 4. Let me see what else I have for you. Tournament games start today at 9:30. They're underway. Missouri and Alabama. Then you get Oklahoma, Kentucky, Florida, South Carolina, and Mississippi State, Texas A&M's the night game. Texas A&M.
That's for softball starts this early?
That's baseball.
Baseball.
The SEC baseball tournament starts
I thought you were
today.
still in softball.
No, the regionals, super regionals rather, start on Friday.
Yeah.
We do have that scheduled too. That I'll talk about in a second. Texas A&M has had a really particularly bad, disappointing year. Texas A&M is the preseason number 1 in baseball. Unless Texas A&M wins the SEC tournament, which is highly unlikely as the 14 seed, they will be the first team ever to be preseason number 1 and not make the NCAA tournament, ever in history.
Okay.
Speaking of making history, the Texas A&M softball team is also making history. Texas A&M softball was the number 1 overall seed and got bounced in the regional. It's the first time it has ever happened.
Nice.
So the Colt in College Station, not happy right now.
No.
Guessing.
Liberty
knocked them off.
Good for the Liberty.
Good for Liberty.
I looked up. I was curious
Liberty
when it comes
Bibberty.
to what number 1 preseason number 1 team went on to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
I had a very hard time trying to find this, and I think I did.
What was it?
Last time, I think only 2 teams have done it. Can you guess which 2 teams?
I have no idea.
Is this baseball still?
Baseball.
Okay, no.
Not in every poll. It wasn't unanimous, but Tennessee was had a
Preseason number 1 last year?
Preseason number 1 last year, and they
Okay.
won. Before then, I believe it was 1999 when Miami was preseason number 1.
Okay.
and they ended up winning it all. Besides that, none.
I don't want to just gloss over how bad Texas A&M's year was. I want to really pound this home.
They were preseason this year.
#1 baseball, and they're not going to make the tournament.
They were preseason in some polls last year, too.
Well, just think about that. To not make the tournament. That's never happened.
The closest to disappointment would be Florida State football last year. Weren't they like preseason
top 5?
Top 5?
Yeah. Well, that happens to like Notre Dame almost every year.
Well,
used to anyway. Not
it
so much
has happened before.
Yeah.
But I mean, in baseball it almost never happens. In basketball it never ever happens. Think about a preseason #1 in basketball not making the NCAA tournament. It's never happened.
Probably not.
No. And their softball team to be the 1 seed to not get out of their own regional and lose to Liberty is insane.
What's going on over there?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Colt just isn't working out. I mean, they need more yell leaders, apparently.
They are weird.
It's the weirdest.
Right?
I'm sorry, A&M fans. You are.
I think people who say that this is actually really cool, I feel like they have to say that.
Yeah.
Because they, can't bash their own school.
No. It's like
but deep down inside, they hate it.
Like when I was growing up, guys would layer their polos. And it was like,
what do you mean layer their polos?
Like they would wear multiple polos on each other. Like it was
What?
like it was like a look. It was very brief, thank God. It was a fad. But I'm like, no, that's dumb. You look stupid.
Sounds uncomfortable.
There's a lot of dumb fads.
How
that have
many
come and
layers?
gone. Like a couple, 3.
Did you try it?
Hell no.
One time.
Never.
Even
I'm not a trend guy.
at home.
I'm not a trend guy.
Okay.
That feels impossible.
I
to do
did
in the
tight roll
South,
my
too.
jeans for maybe a week with my Doc Martens.
I don't even like wearing a T-shirt under a polo.
100. Agree.
People do.
I know.
Or a collared shirt. Nothing.
No.
Button up.
I'm with you.
You used to wear shorts under the pants, DJ? Did you do that?
No.
Athletic shorts?
Ooh, did I? Like when I had my FUBU jeans?
Maybe.
You know, Jordan used to wear his North Carolina shorts under his Bulls shorts, which I always thought was weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Sidetrack completely. I just wanted to give you praise.
Well, we can step off for anything if you want to do that.
I remember I was asking last year, why did we take the time to put flowers and stuff outside? And you said you wanted to spruce things up. It looks awesome out there.
It does look nice.
It looks so good.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, I thought you lied to me then.
Maybe.
You said that was you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
The knockout roses look great.
That's 100% a Caddy's Touch landscape. They do a great job.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Good job,
surprised.
Josh.
Yeah, I was surprised.
No, they do a phenomenal job. They really do. Our place has never looked better.
Yeah, because I feel like us dudes, we don't really appreciate landscaping like that.
Oh, I do. I love it.
Okay.
It's nice. I like the aesthetics.
I pulled up today. I was like, dang.
Yeah, when you roll up to the office or the house and it looks good, it's nice, man.
Looks good, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Fayetteville Super Regional starts on Friday, 7 o'clock. I have not seen TV, but I think that's probably ESPN+. There's a lot of games. 7 o'clock against Mississippi. Ole Miss is 40-18. Tough draw for Arkansas. They lost to them earlier in the season, which we talked about. 8 o'clock on Saturday. They have not set Sunday's game time if necessary. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. That'd be great. The other teams that are playing, you got Texas and Clemson, Tennessee and Nebraska in Knoxville, South Carolina, UCLA, Oregon, Liberty. That's the team. Liberty, by the way, is 50-13. So, yes, they did beat Texas A&M. Yes, it was an upset. But they're 50 wins in.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Florida State, Texas Tech. Apparently Texas Tech, Baz was telling me this morning, they have $1 million player.
What?
They got this girl from Stanford. There was a bit of a bidding war for her. And some guy's like, screw it. And she was at like 250. He's like, screw it. I'll just give her $1 million.
$1 in softball?
Somebody has too much money.
Yeah.
What?
Florida and Georgia are playing. How about that for a super regional? How great is that?
That'd be cool.
That's awesome.
Hold on, wait.
Yes.
Texas Tech has a $1 million NIL softball player.
That's right.
From the collective. They paid her $1 million.
Some guy did.
Wow.
I want you to look at this, though. Think about this. Look, count the SEC teams. You ready? Arkansas, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Alabama. They're playing each other. Florida, Georgia playing each other. Florida State, Texas Tech. Texas hosting Clemson. Tennessee hosting Nebraska. South Carolina hosting UCLA. And Oregon Liberty.
Is that 8 out of the 16?
8 of the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
and
7, 8.
One's playing each other?
No, 9. South Carolina.
So we could get potentially 6 SEC teams in the World Series?
You could get 1, 2, 3. Well, you're going to get 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 all-SEC matchups. Texas, you could get 6 of the 9.
Wow.
Or 6 of the 8, rather, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
I'm just hopeful that Arkansas finally breaks through and makes it. But again, tough draw at home. These are great matchups, too. Oregon's 51-8, hosting 50-13 Liberty. Softball's so fun, too, because it goes so fast. Baz says, same guy at Texas Tech that is giving millions to football NIL. They were number 1 ranked transfer portal team after the spring.
Yeah.
Former player there, he gave the softball girl $1 million.
Who is this person?
Must be
He's got some money.
If he's got that for softball, God, their football team must be stacked next year.
Patrick Mahomes needs to step up.
My buddy says 78 degrees, water temp is chilly.
I
He said he
figured
swam last weekend.
70 would be a little cold.
Yeah.
For water.
Refreshing.
Yes.
I was in the pool.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around that.
There was significant shrinkage.
For Texas Tech to have this type of person. And he said this past offseason they spent the most in NIL. That would be a huge turnaround, wouldn't it? Because they were.
What did they do last year?
Well,
Lose
the
to
bowl game,
Arkansas?
they were awful.
What'd you say?
Lose to Arkansas in the Liberty Bowl?
Yeah. They
Texas
weren't very
Tech.
good.
I don't know why I was thinking Texas A&M.
Yeah.
No, Texas A&M always has money.
Yeah. This is a catch me off guard with Texas Tech.
Guy must be a dust farmer. There's a lot out there.
What he does. $1 million for softball? Sorry if I'm keep saying that over and over, and there's big softball fans.
Hey,
out
misogynist
there.
guy.
I know.
Oh, I guess there's no woman that's worth it, I guess.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It's just interesting.
It's insinuation.
In the landscape of what we've seen so far, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. At least they're in the Super Regionals.
Speaking of women's sports, have you been – I'm getting very annoyed with this whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
The discourse is just
the foul,
so bad.
The flagrant foul thing is getting out of hand now. People, they had a big debate with there was a podcast like Gilbert Arenas and Cheryl Swoops came in.
Cheryl Swoops.
And her take, I hate to say it, it was awful.
What'd she say?
It was very awful.
What did she say?
She was, one, saying how it was for sure a flagrant foul. Just look at the angles. And they were like, Cheryl, like, you know. And then she said, and then Caitlin, if she's going to do a flagrant foul, then she needs to stand on business. And they're like, what do you want to do, fight Angel Reese? She said she just walked away. And then she said, and then Aaliyah Boston, you go grab your own teammates. You don't grab other teams' teammates. She grabbed Angel Reese. And I said, well, first of all, Caitlin's just walking away minding her business because it was a normal hard foul, not trying to give up an and one, and went on about her day. And then she started taking it down the road of if any other player besides Caitlin Clark did that, if the roles were reversed, I said, don't do this. Let's not take it down that road. And you know where it was going.
I have Clark and Reese fatigue, too. I'm with you.
It's getting old.
Listen, Angel's really good at what she does, which is rebound, largely her own misses. And Caitlin's good at everything else.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
And for it to be, and then RG3 and Ryan Clark now are at odds.
Yeah, what are they arguing over? I saw that.
RG3 alluded to something where it wasn't about race, which I agree. I don't think it's about race. I think it's just Caitlin Clark playing basketball, and she happened to foul somebody going up for a shot, and everybody wants to make something out of something.
She was also pissed.
I don't get it.
She was also mad
because they missed a foul.
Yes, they did. A clear-cut foul.
Yeah.
I mean, she two-hand shoved one of Caitlin's teammates in the back.
There was nothing abnormal about what we saw.
Nothing.
It was a basketball play.
100%. She made a play on the ball. I don't understand why it was ever called a flagrant anyway.
And then Ryan Clark alluded to that Robert Griffin can't really make comments on this because he is, how did he say this? He's married to a white woman, so he doesn't know, he can't really relate to how a black woman may see this or something like that.
Well, that's the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Well, I'm probably saying that really wrong. It was
different, but
somewhere around that realm.
Okay, it was a little different how?
There's a lot of things that RG3 has done in the past that has he's basically saying how he portrays his wife. He calls her, milk, or that's good milk, or all kinds of different things. And it's like, it's kind of weird the way he portrays his wife.
That has nothing to do with the argument about this foul in this game. Let's not move the goalpost.
It turned into something else.
Well, that's dumb. That's on Ryan Clark then. I like Ryan Clark a lot.
Yeah. And I don't think Robert Griffin was trying to make it about that. And so I think Ryan maybe
this is a rivalry. Yeah, this is a rivalry that goes back to college. There is no racial component that is relevant at all, other than Angel Reese likes to fan the flames and talk about how she doesn't get the same level of respect for whatever reason. But again, you're not the same kind of player.
I don't understand why this is the takeaway every single time they play each other instead of just the basketball.
It's like if she touches her, it's like, oh, here we go. It's ridiculous.
And honestly, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
If the roles are reversed, and Angel Reese fouled Caitlin Clark in that same exact situation, that same exact way, I'd have zero issue with that, and I hope most people would.
Yeah. And
but there'd be people freaking out about it, probably.
There would be.
And I think they freak out more so from the response. I'm very curious, too. Why did Angel Reese seem like it was fighting, like we were ready to fight?
Yeah, that was dumb. I agree.
Well, I think after the fact, Angel Reese at least came out and says, like, it was a foul. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, maybe she didn't want to go to the free throw line because she's not a good free throw
Is
shooter.
that what it was?
She did step up and brick him. So,
Question of the day real quick.
Sure.
Since we were talking about Texas A&M fans a little bit, which SEC fan base is your least favorite? So your options would be...
Ole Miss is up there.
Fan base?
I would say their student section. That's how I'm judging this. They have a pretty bad student section.
Bad in what way?
They're awful.
How do you mean?
Like, they have that thing about them that you just want to punch them in the face.
Yes,
I don't really know how to explain it.
No, I think you just did. You're right.
Is that it?
Yeah, they have an air about them.
Now, I
Fratful
know
air.
Ole Miss fans that are not in the student section love them. They're great. Great hospitality. Come on in, hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that student section. Just want to punch them in the face.
So I think the top options would probably be Texas A&M,
1,000.
LSU.
Absolutely.
And who would we put the third, and then we can put other?
I kind of respect LSU. You know?
I've heard from several people who have gone to LSU and
Oh,
had
they're obnoxious.
horrific experiences, though.
I've heard Florida's pretty obnoxious if you go there.
I think I've heard that, too. I
Okay.
think I've heard that. I've heard that.
What about Texas?
I don't think their fans are bad.
I don't think their fans are that
Like,
bad
it'd be cool when you go to Death Valley. You're like, dang, I want to be up in that student section. That looks awesome. Not Ole Miss.
When we went down there for the game when Matt Jones and Cedric Cobbs put a boot in Texas's behind, their fans were great. Like, I had zero issues with their fans or being in Austin or anything. They were great.
They did have a bad moment this year when they didn't get a call and started throwing things on the field against Georgia when Texas played Georgia.
Listen, there's a few knuckleheads at every game. You know, there's also this talk about the
I think it was the whole stadium.
Going back to the doubtful the whole stadium was throwing
It was
stuff on the field.
close.
Going back to the whole thing about Angel Reese, and now there's claims that, and I guess the WNBA is investigating because apparently somebody was yelling something that was out of line at her, and I'm like, you're going to get knuckleheads at every game.
Everywhere.
Welcome to listen. That means you're a big time sport now because guess what? While it's not appropriate, and I won't condone it.
Okay.
You matter enough to get yelled at and had inappropriate things said to you by people who may be racist and or jerks.
True.
And I don't think it's systemic by any stretch of the imagination.
What do we think about Tennessee fans?
At least I'd like to think that when it comes to sports.
I think they're okay.
I have zero issue with Tennessee fans.
Okay.
I really love Tennessee fans. In fact, I think they're the best of all time. Tennessee fans are outstanding, especially any of them that work in this building. Really great.
Oh, also, I wanted to correct this before. North Carolina in 2022-2023 was preseason number 1 and missed the NCAA tournament. They are, by my research, the only team that's ever done it.
In basketball?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. Jordan Wicks is joining us on the other side of the break. It's 10:31. You are in the zone on the Buzz Radio Network.
The Zone returns to Walk-Ons Thursday. Walk-Ons is your NCAA baseball tournament headquarters. Watch the games and enjoy great Memorial Day specials. The Zone, Thursday at Walk-Ons on Chenal.
This is SportsCenter.
Plenty of Arkansas representation in the SEC Baseball Awards. First, the Player of the Year goes to Hog shortstop Vahiva Aloy. The Sacramento State transfer was fantastic this year. He hit .358 with a .440 on base and a 1.117 OPS. He drove in 58 runs, including 18 homers in his 55 games. Obviously, he was first-team All-SEC as well, as was his brother Kohio Aloy. Also, Charles Davalon of Arkansas was one of the position players named the first team All-SEC, and then pitcher Zach Root was on the first team All-SEC. First baseman Cam Kojal was on the second team All-SEC. Arkansas softball's Bree Ellis is a top 3 candidate for Player of the Year. She joins Najari Kennedy of Texas Tech and Jordy Ball of Nebraska. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Millar golfwear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items. And you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Proudly serving Little Rock and the surrounding areas, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros is your trusted one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. We know that tire needs and auto repair services can be stressful and unplanned, but at All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, we offer fast and simple financing for everyone. Whether you're looking for new tires or any kind of auto repair, we have your financing needs covered. Visit us in Mapleville or Little Rock today or online at allabouttireandbrake.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
Crawfish season is finally back at Eat My Catfish. We've got fresh, live crawfish, and all you have to do is just add the fixins. Be sure to come see us or order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
While you were doing what you needed to be doing during the late fall and winter months, the Little Rock Racket Club was remodeling its swimming pools. I have personally witnessed the transformation. I urge moms and dads to call and take a tour, and all the while repeat in your head these words: 40% off the joining fee during the month of May. Oh, you're going to be blown away by the sense of play and how much less you'll pay during the month of May. Come dive in and enjoy the locally owned Little Rock Racket Club with more smiles per gallon.
At Mosquito Joe, we're constantly looking for ways to make your outdoor experience better. That's why we always use the latest technology.
Technology? To get rid of bugs?
Well, most mosquito treatments only eliminate mosquitoes that are around when it's applied. But did you know, at Mosquito Joe, we use products that are microencapsulated, so they continue to work for weeks after our technician leaves your property.
Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, at Mosquito Joe, we love making outside fun again. Advanced products, top quality service, and all done with a satisfaction guarantee.
Visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, or X if you're a nerd. Now let's get back into The Zone.
All right, welcome back. It's 10:35. Jordan Wicks joining us in a moment. Thanks to our friends at Crain Buick GMC in Conway. Speaking of cars, need to buckle up unless you like tickets.
Sign up.
DJ, do you like getting tickets?
No.
I do not like getting tickets.
At all.
That's why I try not to speed.
Try?
I try not to speed.
Do or do not?
I absolutely buckle up always, 101% of the time. I feel weird. Like, I try to turn my car off first because I don't even like the dinging for 2 seconds. It drives me nuts. Anyway, in 2022, I like to give you numbers. 50% of all passengers killed in car crashes were unrestrained. Wearing a seatbelt absolutely is the most important thing you can do to prevent death or injury in a car crash. Make sure everybody in the car is buckled up. Every time I get in, I do it. All the time. I don't bat 1,000 on many things, but I bat 1,000 on buckling up, I'll tell you that much.
There we go.
15,000 people are alive each year because of seatbelt use. Be part of the solution. Also, the Arkansas State Police would like to have your money probably. They could probably use it for some things. But better to keep it in your pocket and just buckle up. Way easier. It is a message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office. All right, there's Mr. Wicks. Let's talk to him.
Conway native and pitcher within the Chicago Cubs organization, Jordan Wicks joins the Zone each week this baseball season. Wicks was the Cubs' first-round pick in the 2021 draft and has made several appearances in the big leagues early in his career. He's brought to you by GM Giant Crain Buick GMC. Family owned, they pride themselves in delivering personalized service and dedication to customer satisfaction. For more information, go to crainteamconway.com.
Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago!
All right, let's welcome him back in. Hello, Mr. Wicks on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. How are you, sir? Uh-oh.
No, that's not good.
No, are you underwater right now? Jordan.
Can you hear me?
There you
he
go.
is.
That's better. Sound like you were
Better? All right.
Yeah, were you in the pool?
I wish.
Where are you right now?
We are in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, boy. Buckeye fan. Speaking of fans, that's our question of the day today. Which fan base do you hate the most in the SEC? I would think Ohio State fans are probably up there for some people, too.
O-H-I-O.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay, you can spell.
In the SEC?
Yeah.
You gotta go LSU fans.
Okay.
What about in the Big 12 where you played?
In the Big 12? Well, okay, actually, I'm going to change my answer. This one applied when I played.
Oh.
It's 100% Texas fans.
Okay.
100%. It's not even close.
What kind of experience did you have down there?
It was great. I threw a CG shutty my freshman year at Texas, at their place to win the series, and then they had to do a kids camp after getting shut out on Sunday. It was great to watch.
Their fans weren't good, though?
The most entertaining thing of that season, that was the year their baseball team was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
The most entertaining thing of that season was every time they lost, going to the final score post and reading the comments from their own fans. Oh, my gosh, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
God, we've had a few days like that as Arkansas fans.
Yeah, mostly related to football.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about, you're smack dab in the middle of it, the whole state of Iowa is insane about Caitlin Clark. Did you see the play with Caitlin and Angel Reese, and did you think that was flagrant?
I thought it was completely blown out of proportion. It's a foul to not let him score, and then she fell down. Like, it's a basketball play. But the only reason he gets – see, here's the thing is, like, if two other random WNBA players have that same interaction, it doesn't get a lick of TV time.
True.
But because it was Angel and Caitlin, it's, you know, blown up into this whole ordeal and, you know, made about them and all that.
I agree.
Concur.
Okay, we're all on the same page there. Pete Rose and many others have been taken off the ban list. By the way, this old school commissioner who back during the White Sox scandal and beyond, he was,
Kennesaw Mountain Landis?
Yes, he suspended Babe Ruth for some reason for a couple games. I saw a day in history thing that he was coming back off suspension today from being suspended by this dude. This dude was just like, you're banned, you're suspended.
Ruled with an iron
fist. 2 iron fists. What do you think about Pete Rose specifically and in general, these guys being taken off the ban list?
Pete Rose should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not even close, in my opinion. The guy has, it's unbelievably rare to get 3,000 hits. This man had 4,200 hits in his MLB career. I mean, that's just unbelievable to even think about. Doing it that well for, like, you would have to, I mean, the math on it, you'd have to have 200 hits for 21 seasons.
It's insane.
Which is just, you barely get a guy who has 200 hits now. And it's unbelievable.
Yeah, my argument.
I hope now he goes back on the ballot. I really do.
Yeah.
Because my thing is I don't even think he was. It wasn't even betting on baseball. I'm pretty sure that it was literally just betting in general. Or maybe he bet on himself. I'm not 100% sure what the gambling
No, he
part
did
of it was.
eventually admit that he'd bet on baseball, but I don't think he ever bet against himself or anything.
I mean, it'll be interesting if he goes on the ballot, what his vote percentage comes in at. It'll be really interesting.
Who votes?
The writers.
I think they're all.
Which is also dumb.
It should be unanimous then, right? Don't you think?
No, the writers are
really
notoriously.
If the players voted, would it be unanimous?
I think so. I think also if the players voted, Barry Bonds would be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's what I was saying to the guys earlier. I said, I wonder how Jordan feels about guys who are accused of doing something that's inappropriate or illegal by the standard that's set by baseball, whether it's right or wrong, as a guy who hasn't done anything wrong, haven't gambled on baseball, haven't done steroids. You don't look at them with some kind of way?
I think what the Astros did is 10 times worse than what Barry Bonds or any of those guys did.
Why do you say that?
It is. I would much rather face someone who is like taking steroids than someone who knows what pitch is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you know what pitch is coming, you're fighting a losing battle. If they don't know what pitch is coming, they still have a chance. It's just if they hit it, it's probably going to go further. It's okay. That is what it is. If they don't know what's coming, you still have a fighting chance. But them knowing every pitch that's coming is, I think, 10 times worse.
Interesting take, and I completely understand from a pitcher's perspective why that makes sense.
Concur.
Did you know that the Paulette player that was way old school that also went off the ban list is a Little Rock native?
I did not.
Yeah, I read that. I guess the Democrat Gazette had a little story on it. And he got banned. I mean, they were banning people for everything. He just was known to associate with gamblers. They didn't even accuse him of actually gambling. He was just friendly with gamblers. It's like, you're out.
Boom.
I mean, golly, it's crazy. I guess they didn't have much of a due process in pro sports back in the day.
I wonder if
No, there wasn't much of a needing to prove it. I would imagine it's just kind of like, oh, you're the commissioner, you can do whatever you want.
How does the union work?
So now and I have no idea when the union would have started and all that sort of stuff, but union protects the players from things like that, like making sure there's a due process, making sure, that the league isn't just doing whatever they want whenever they want, because, people talk about the commissioner and all this sort of stuff. Let's be very clear. The league and the commissioner are on the owner's side. They're not on the side of the players.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very clear, very obvious. Like whenever, after next year, whenever they have the new CBA, it's going to come out and be very obvious which side the commissioner's on and the league's on. They work for the owners. It's clear as day. And so the PA is basically the opposite of that, working for the players, protecting the players' interests. Because, the owners can go out and act like, they're the nicest ever, but they're businessmen at heart. That's why they are where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So anything they can do to cut costs, anything they can do to up their profit, they're going to try and do it.
Do you
and the PA is basically the protection of that.
Do you have like a union card, and like with some unions you have to like get sponsored by somebody that said, hey, this is a good dude, like put him in the union. I guess automatically as a player when you're signed in, you're part of the union, or how does that process work, or when does it come in the process?
So when you become on the 40-man roster, you're a part of the MLB PA, and you pay dues. Like there's a due fee every day of, it's different, obviously, if you're in the big leagues versus the minor leagues, what the amount is. I don't actually know what it is. But they collect that from every player, and that helps fund them, all the legal battles whenever the CBA comes around and, things like that. And so that's kind of just how that works.
Do you have to do it?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's something you definitely want to do.
Sure, but I'm saying like you're like, you know what? I'm gonna keep my money. I'll fend
I don't
for
want to pay
myself.
my dues. I felt like it was understood.
Well, so you
pay.
There's like money you get back from like licensing and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
like easily exceeds what you pay in. So you definitely want to do it.
Do you get insurance through them too? Is that part of the deal?
Yeah, MLB insurance. Yeah.
Okay.
Once you're in the big leagues.
I think in NFL we had that conversation. We had the PA guy come to this because this was right off the precipice of the lockout we had, and we had dues. And I think Donald Driver and Charles Woodson were our representatives as far as the PA is concerned. And we had the main guy come that day, and Charles says, "Yeah, pay your due." They made it seem like there was no choice, and I think it was like, I don't know, $2,100 out of each check, which was each and every week.
It's a lot of money.
We were just like, okay, what do we do now? But they go to battle for us, and it's really cool having representatives at the PA at practice and stuff. And I tell you, if they went a second over the time we were supposed to be out there, what we agreed upon, boom, they shut down practice, and they have the conversations that we don't need to be having with our coaches and our owners and stuff. They have our back.
That's
It's
the
nice.
best thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the GM deal now with college, right?
Yeah.
You don't need the coaches dealing with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you don't want any kind of like, you don't want to, as a player, try and have that conversation, and then, the organization gets a bad look at you.
Yep.
The PA rep don't care if they have a bad look at them. They ain't worried about it because they don't play for them anymore.
Yeah. Right.
And they're not employed by them, so they can't, there's nothing they can really do to them.
Mm-hmm. Talking to Jordan Wicks on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline, again brought to you by Crain Buick GMC up in Conway. NBA Western Conference Finals begin tonight, Eastern Conference tomorrow. Thoughts, Jordan Wicks?
Those are going to be two good series. I'm excited about it because it's new teams. It's not the same old teams. It's not like it's new teams that are going on. So I think T-Wolves Thunder is going to be really interesting. I think the Thunder end up coming out of it. The X factor in that one's going to be Julius Randle, because if Lou Dort handles Anthony Edwards, they got to have somewhere else to go. And so Julius Randle has got to be the guy. I think it's interesting because I want to say the Knicks take care of the Pacers. Everything tells me that the Knicks should take care of the Pacers. But the Knicks have a little bit of Dallas Cowboy in them. Like they're almost the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. And what I mean by that is everybody who's follows Dallas Cowboys understands what happens when the playoffs come around. They can have the greatest regular season ever, but when the playoffs roll around, you know what happens.
Well, the Knicks are more successful than the Cowboys now, but they made it further at least. Some fun facts real quick. This is the first time since 1996 that a team from not California or Texas hasn't been, or a team from California or Texas hasn't been in the Western Conference Finals.
Interesting.
So in all of those years, it was either, the Spurs, the Mavs, the Lakers, the Warriors,
Rockets.
made a couple.
Interesting.
And then another one is 3 of these franchises that are in the finals, Thunder don't count, or in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference Finals, have not won a championship. Thunder don't count. Sonics won it. Thunder don't claim it. And the Knicks last won it in 1973. So, been a long time.
If the Knicks make it to the NBA Finals, New York is going to be an absolute madhouse.
Mm-hmm.
An absolute madhouse. It kind of already is, but
and if the Pacers make it, Indiana will be the same. So it'll just be quiet. Let's talk about your performance of late. Last week when we talked to you, you were pitching that night, gave up a few runs in that one, and then bounced back the next outing and had a really strong outing. I think over 5 innings?
Yeah. Pitched really well last week. The Tuesday one was a lot better than the line showed. 2 of those runs were scored after I had already come out.
Okay.
Of the game, and but threw the ball well Tuesday. Sunday went really well. Got through 5 innings, 1 run. It was a good week, especially weather wise, to have the 2-start week.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worse than you get in the 2-start week and it's like cold both starts. That's the worst.
So, are you on pitch count now, or is it by the number of innings, or how are they controlling that at this point?
Yeah, it's by pitch count and innings. So you'll have like I'll go into the game and the org will know like, hey, he's got a max of 6 innings or 90 pitches, whatever he hits first.
Mm-hmm.
And then or it'll be like he's got 7 and 100 or whatever the number they decide on. I don't have any say in that. They decide it. But now we're at a point where pretty much like fully built up. So the number doesn't really change at this point.
Do they ever ask you how you feel at this point, or they just say, okay, that's it?
Yeah, like we have conversations weekly, and if something's nagging me for some reason, they might shorten it to, hey, we're going to go 5 and 80 this week, just to give you like a little bit lesser of a week or whatever it might be. But yeah, they check in with me regularly.
When are you starting again?
Saturday.
Okay.
Yep, I'll throw Saturday here in Columbus. I'm trying to get. We've got a buddy of ours that played at Ohio State, played baseball, so we're trying to get. I think he's trying to set up a tour of the shoe up here in Columbus, which would be cool.
That'd be
so
cool.
I'm hoping we get to do that.
And when will you throw again after that?
It should be Friday back home.
So Saturday and then Friday next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Should be.
So I won't get to see you pitch. Makes me sad.
Are you coming up the week after?
I'm coming up Memorial Day. I'll be there Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday's a midday game.
Yeah, those early games will get you.
well, I'm going to be there for a while. Anyway, we'll get to hang out at least. That's good. Maybe I can get them to. Maybe I can talk them into letting you hang out on the show for a little bit.
We could.
Maybe
we
not.
Could definitely do that.
Probably not during the midday game, but certainly on Tuesday
Yeah.
when you guys are playing at night.
Yeah, Tuesday we could definitely do it.
Can I ask you about Christian Franklin? I was looking through his numbers. He's in Iowa, for those who don't know, the former Razorback. And his batting average is .226, but it made me think of the line from Moneyball. He gets on base. He leads the team with the on base percentage of .373. So he leads the team with walks of like 26 too. So what have you seen from him? And what's he struggling with at the plate as far as when he's actually hitting? He's obviously doing a great job drawing walks.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's still early in the season. Because when you get those first couple months, a lot of it can be, if you're lining out to guys or you're, a lot of it can be a lot of luck related. I really like him as a player. This is the first time I've played with him for like a full season and gotten to see him play like every single day. I think he's an unbelievable player. I think he's going to be a big leaguer for sure.
Okay.
He he does exactly what you like. He's your prototypical leadoff guy. He's gonna get his hits. He's got power. He's gonna walk. He's very much a 5-tool guy. He's an unbelievable defender. He's our best center fielder in the org outside of PCA. And he's in the show, obviously, like defensively. He's unbelievable defensively, and he does everything. He's a lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to be around in the clubhouse. I think he's going to be a big leaguer, and I think he's going to be a big leaguer for a long time.
I love that. It's good to hear.
He's a guy I could see, potentially getting big league Rule 5 after the season to someone else.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm looking
or
forward to
trade for or something like that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys next week. That'll be fun. Well, listen, I appreciate the time. Best of luck to you this week, and we'll see you next week. And we'll do this little segment in person next week.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay, man. Have a good week. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Jordan.
Good talking to you, boys.
All right, buddy. Jordan Wicks, always great, no matter
Always
the topic.
great. He's great.
He's great.
He's good.
Thank you to Crain Buick GMC. This has been a ton of fun with him so far, and we're just getting started.
Yeah.
10:54. We are not just getting started. We're way behind. Back in a sec.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is meatloaf for only $7.49 per pound with roasted red skin potatoes and peppers for $4.99 per pound.
Road Truck Days means Soul Truck Days at Gwatney Buick GMC. Call 501-945-4444. Right now, trade up to a 2025 GMC Sierra with Turbo Max at just 0.9%. Get hard-loaded 25 Sierra 1500 SLTs, discounted up to $13,000 off MSRP. Road Truck Days even includes the big boys. 2,500 3/4 ton, discounted over $11,000 off MSRP. During Gwatney Buick GMC's Road Truck Days, GMC Terrains are just $299 per month. Plus, all new Buicks qualify for 0.9%. Call 501-945-4444. Road Truck Days means Soul Truck Days at 5-star and family-owned Gwatney Buick GMC. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC. We are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Stock numbers 31328, 31264, 30710. Terrain is a low-mileage lease.
Save $600 on Hustler Turf Raptor Series mowers at Cabot Outdoors through May 31st. Hustler residential zero-turn mowers feature thick one-piece frame, welded steel decks for durability, and are powered by Kawasaki V-twin performance engines. Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy, at your knowledgeable authorized Hustler dealer. Check out the Hustler Spring Sales event at Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street today. Offer valid through May 31st, 2025. Restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
You're in the zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with Justin Acri and DJ Williams.
If you guys are familiar with the phrase, sorry, not sorry, I'm not sorry that we went long with Jordan Wicks. I'm not sorry that we have a very short segment here. I'm not sorry that we're almost at the top of the hour. I enjoy Jordan Wicks every week, and I'm so appreciative that he's able to come on the show with us. And he is insightful, he's engaged, and he is outstanding. And anybody that is listening that wants to be a contributor to a show at some point down the road, that's how it's done.
I wish we could do more.
I wish we could, too. I'm trying to get him to quit baseball. And I'd like to hire him here.
Be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him? It'd be so much fun.
I know. It sucks for you because then you'd have to leave. But
dang,
it'd be great to have him.
Yeah, I'd listen.
Actually, better show might be I step out, you three do a show.
Oh, I don't know.
It'd be pretty awesome.
You're a good lead.
I think he could lead.
I could see that.
I could too.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's a good retirement plan for him. Huge pay cut, but still fun for him.
Pretty big.
Yeah. I think he'd enjoy it, though. All right, that's that. We are up against the top of the hour. Next hour, Patrick Bradley. We'll see if he can meet the gold standard that's been set with Jordan Wicks. Pat's got plenty of experience. I'm sure he'll be up to the task. We'll talk NBA with him, get his thoughts on the flagrant foul and the ensuing nonsense around the Angel Reese-Caitlin Clark debate. Red White Report, thanks to UMS Health Ortho now, too. Pat's brought to you by River City Flooring. Stick
Spring
around.
is here. It won't be long before you're planning a road trip. Get to Point S, Arkansas to get your car ready for it. Off-road tires for your pickup, ATV tires for your side-by-side, tires for your car to get your family around safely, Kumo, Toyo, Falcon, Blackhawk, Fortune, and more. And their Promise Plus road hazard protection to give you peace of mind. Stop by any Point S, Arkansas store, Bartlett Tire in Heber Springs, Tire Town in Benton, R&D Tire in Conway, and Fleet Tire in Pottsville or Russellville. Online at pointstire.com.
Are you tired of holding up a two-wheeled bike at every stoplight? Are you ready for the ultimate thrill on the open road? Introducing the Can-Am Spyder, the three-wheeled motorcycle that redefines adventure. The Can-Am Spyder is built for those who crave excitement. Its dynamic handling, advanced safety features, and the unmatched power of the Rotax engine will leave you craving more. Live big, no regrets. Your next ride is waiting at Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am, and Sea-Doo of Russellville. On the road, on the water, or in the trails, we've got the ride for you.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
This is Chuck Barrett, inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says her office is starting a program to fill funding gaps in the state. The $15 million program will provide community assistance grants for projects that reduce poverty, promote self-sufficiency, and revitalize communities. Some examples include food banks and foster care support. Sanders' office is working with the Arkansas Economic Development Commission to develop and administer the program. The governor is now seeking the Arkansas Legislative Council's approval. Police in McRae are now investigating what may be several cases of animal cruelty. Police say there's a man suspected of baiting, trapping, and killing cats. The police chief says at least 5 cats have been reported missing. He believes this could result in misdemeanor and felony animal cruelty charges. The chief says an arrest warrant could be issued by the end of the week. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live and cooked Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's a 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms here this morning. Temperatures generally in the 60s and 70s. This afternoon, it will become sunny. We'll get up to 84 degrees. It'll be windy, too, with a west-southwest wind at 15 to 25. The night clear and cooling off to 59. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
See shelter agent Vic Seidenschwartz in Carlisle, Lawrence Forrester in Cabot, or Hayden Strickland in Sherwood.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Billy McFarland is at it again. The Fire Festival, an ill-fated 2017 musical carnival that was such a spectacular failure that it landed McFarland in jail and spawned 2 documentaries, is back. Exactly who would be clueless enough to sign up for it is anybody's guess. To quote former President George W. Bush, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, see, you can't get fooled again." Well said, Mr. President. Doublebee's never fools anybody. We are an Arkansas company serving quality products for fair prices to Arkansans. Period. Not only that,
but we check the efficiency box. Your time is valuable, and we respect it. So come on by Double B's, because Double B's is where you gas it, grab it, and go. That is Double B's.
106.7 Buzz 2 is your home for Arkansas Travs baseball. Hear every pitch, every crack of the bat on 106.7 Buzz 2. For the full calendar, go to Travs.com. It's the greatest game on dirt, and you can hear it all on 106.7 Buzz 2.
Summer starts now. Make memories that last in a brand new Silverado from Gwatney Chevrolet. Right now, get 0% financing plus $3,250 in customer incentives on all in-stock Silverados. And during Military Appreciation Month, Gwatney is proud to serve those who serve. Get $1,500 in military savings, $750 from Chevrolet, and $750 from us. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville to learn more. We'll see you soon. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Don't give in to that constant joint pain. Take control. Take back your quality of life today with help from QC Kinetics. Hey everybody, it's RJ Hawk. QC Kinetics is helping people every day right here in Central Arkansas and across the country with their amazing non-surgical treatments that repair and restore damaged joint tissue. They use the latest advanced regenerative medicine, taking your own body's healing agents and concentrating them right to where the area of your body is in agonizing pain. This incredible non-invasive approach helps you take back control of your body, relieving that pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or even your back. No invasive surgery, no harmful drugs or steroids, and definitely no downtime. Listen, summertime is here. You need to be having fun and making memories. Call now for a free consultation with QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, not a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear. Cause Ryu was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Why you had the stupidest verse? This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out.
Hello, it is 11:08. DJ Williams is here, Justin Acri, Christian Weaver. Red White Report coming up. We're going to hear from Dave Van Horn. Do we have some Courtney Deifel?
We got some left over, yeah.
Oh, yeah, comparing last year's team and this year's team. All right. And we never heard from Will McIntyre either, talking about his big outing over the weekend. So let's get to that right about now.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
We heard from Dave Van Horn off the top today about camaraderie with his team. Here he is on talking about building up this program to the place it is now, where it's expected to compete for a national title every single season.
First off, I've had really good coaches here. I've been able to keep my coaches. They don't just leave because they're not happy. They leave because they become a head coach somewhere and they get a really good job. I think that just that continuity, camaraderie, the players see it, feed off of it a little bit. And they've been really, really good coaches, good recruiters. We have a lot of good players. But probably just the fact that we have tradition, just the way we go about our everyday work here. It's almost professional-like, and we talk to them about it when they get here and what's expected and what we're trying to do here, how we want them to develop and get better and be a good pro, get a degree along the way or get awfully close. And, it's our system, I guess. And I have to treat every player the same. I have to treat my best player or maybe somebody that never gets to play. I got to treat him the same. I have a problem with the older kid or the superstar. I have to talk to him and treat him just like he's one of the guys. And I think that everybody really appreciates that. And it's been a fun run here, and we're hoping we can run for a long time the rest of this season, because this team has been a blast to be around.
Absolutely. All right, we gave him a game ball yesterday, Will McIntyre. And we just got some breaking news, maybe. Will McIntyre talking about his performance. He was absolutely locked down, did not give up a single hit, let alone a run, in the finale against Tennessee in closing things out for the Hogs in the final regular season game of his lengthy Arkansas career.
Just so much talent on this team. You can get lost in the mix. And hadn't had some great outings this year, and you're just trying to get back on track. And, when the moment comes, you got to be able to capitalize on it. And that's what happened today. Oh, it's awesome. I've spent 6 years at this field, and it's the last regular season game I get to play here. And I have my whole family here for this last game, so it was awesome. Just go until I can't anymore and, give as much as I can to this team and either finish the game or just hand it off in a really good spot for somebody else. Blood, sweat, and tears, man. There's been highs, a lot of lows, just frustration, joy, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. This is living a dream. It's not over yet. We got more games to play here, but it's been awesome.
I am a romantic, as you guys know. I'm an emotional person, as
you
know.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine a more magical scenario than in the third game of the championship series in Omaha. Willie Mack on the mound.
Ooh.
In the ninth, Arkansas clinging to a one-run lead, and he comes in and shuts them down to close it out.
You'd cry.
Oh, my God, I'd bawl my eyes out. I'd cry your eyes out. It'd be amazing. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First up, regionals after the SEC tournament, which is not overly meaningful, but it does start this week. Today, in fact, it's underway. We'll get some scores from there in a bit, but Arkansas doesn't play till Friday. And then Courtney Deifel, comparing last year's team and this year's team. This year's team, I think we all agree, great shot. They're 2 wins away from heading to Oklahoma City for the first time ever.
They're different in how they approach everything. They're different in their competitive energy, just the competitive connection they have with each other, and just their intentionality with what they do. They play with a ton of passion. They just do the little things right, and they've never flinched. So even when things don't necessarily go our way, they don't flinch. They look at it as an opportunity to get better and to be stronger together. But this team wants to be coached. This team wants to be challenged. This team wants the moment, and then they have belief because we can coach them hard. They're prepared for anything that comes their way, and they have an unwavering belief in themselves and each other. And I think that's the thing where we could turn the page from teams in the past. This team is not teams in the past. This team is made up of, I think we have half newcomers, half returners, and they're just so intentional with everything they do every day, and they commit to it every day.
Indeed. Arkansas 7 o'clock Friday, Game 1, Super Regional, Ole Miss, Fayetteville. Be there. Aloha. Sophomore women's golfer Maria Jose Marin shot 369, holding off challengers to win the NCAA individual title, the NCAA championships in Carlsbad, California yesterday. Teammates did not fare quite as well, but Arkansas moves on for match play. Stanford rolling right now. They had a great run in the stroke play. And back to baseball quickly. Vahiva Lloyd named the player of the year in the SEC. A few of his teammates named to the first team, including his bro, Kuhio. Charles Davalon joining him as well. And, of course, the lefty Zach Root also on first team. Second-teamer lone Cam Kojal for Arkansas. And nobody on the freshman team or all defensive team, but that's okay. Next up for the Hogs, we'll see. Friday at 3 o'clock against TBA. Patrick Bradley ready to rock and roll. Let's talk to him right now. Got lots of stuff to get to.
He's the all-time leader in three-pointers made in Arkansas. He's played professionally in Denmark and France. He was once a co-host of The Zone, but now he's big time with the SEC Network. He's wicked smart at basketball. He's Pat Bradley.
Bradley off the screen for three. Is he going to miss? He's been terrific in this first half.
The Shooter is brought to you by River City Flooring. Whether it's tile, vinyl, laminate, hardwood, or carpet, River City Flooring has a wide range of options and exactly the right price for you. For more info, go to rivercityflooringinc.com.
On the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline, the pride of Everett, Massachusetts, standing by, Patrick Bradley. Pat, welcome, and we got to start with some breaking news, Pat. You're not going to believe this, except for you're going to totally believe this. None of this is going to be surprising to you, I don't think, at all. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
You want to predict what it is?
I'm going to say Caitlin Clark is suspended for a game.
No. What? According to NBCSports.com, report, Jordan Hudson has told at least one person that she and Bill Belichick are engaged.
When did this come out? I didn't see this.
Just now. That's why it's breaking news. Patrick!
I thought we were doing the Boogie Flan thing.
Oh, no. Boogie Flan's going to Florida. Big deal. We knew that.
She did it. She did it.
She did it, huh?
She got what she wanted. She got that old rock on her finger.
Secured the bag.
I can't wait till Bill Belichick has a kid at 74. It's going to be amazing.
Needless to say, it's one of the strangest things I've seen in a long time.
You know what?
One of the strangest things.
I read a quote from him the other day. It said, I always wanted to be a top-notch defensive coordinator in the NFL, and I also wanted to be a world championship head coach. But my true dream has always been to knock up a second runner-up for Miss Maine. And he's about to accomplish all his life dreams, guys, at just 73 years young. Amazing.
You know, there's a side of me that is like, hey, if they're happy, and I hope it works out. But then there's another side of me who's, I hope that they don't do the prenup, and I hope she has then a spot to where they're married for a year, she decides she's done with it, and I hope she takes half of everything.
Hopefully, she ends up hooking up with his starting quarterback, too. That'd be even better.
Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine?
It'd be amazeballs.
Okay.
I'd be so happy.
It is what is so just totally bizarre, other than the fact that, I don't know what they have in common, really. But
it's not to be a kid.
They're both dating somebody who's 50 years difference in age.
I'm sure that they have hours of countless conversations over dinner and breakfast about that topic conversation. But he was just always been the guy that did so little to create as little of controversy as possible. Mm-hmm. And then he goes nuclear. It's like, it's one thing, okay, he steps out, does a little, he goes on, and what's he doing? Monday Night Football, does some media stuff, which is sort of unlike him. Okay, step out of his comfort zone a little bit. Maybe he marries his old girlfriend, Linda Hall. Okay, things like that. But this is nuclear. This is wild stuff. Wild. I don't know who's going to keep up.
Why is it so
I know
bizarre?
everybody says good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, DJ. I know everybody says good for him, good for him. You know what? I feel bad for him.
I do too.
Yeah. I mean, I was being
Even if
sarcastic. I don't feel good for him.
If she was dating a 25-year-old, I'd feel bad for that kid. He seems that insane to me. I don't know. Am I missing something?
No, I think you're onto something.
It's just you've seen it before firsthand, Pat. You know what it looks like, and unfortunately, I know what it looks like too. Writing is on the wall. I'm surprised Bill doesn't know what it looks like.
What's the take in Boston, Pat? Is this a topic of conversation on sports talk radio there and in the newspaper and everything?
Yeah, they cannot get enough of it. And not only that, they cannot get enough of sort of digging at Belichick because of, he was obviously old and crusty with the media, so it's not like he made a lot of friends on sports talk radio. But it's one of the former Patriots guys, Ted Johnson, who's on radio. He'll be surprised if Belichick makes it to the start of the college football season. I mean, it's just, So they're. I mean, it's almost to the limit of is something wrong with him.
What does she have on him? I'm convinced she has something on him. I am. Is that procedure reversible?
What?
Snip, snip?
Yeah, 100%. You're going to meet my brother. He's a product.
Okay, what are the odds that they have a kid this time? Or we know she's pregnant this time next year.
I think relatively good.
You think so?
Sure.
Well, that begs the question. This is almost I don't know the correct word for it, philosophical or whatever you want to say, but is it responsible to make a kid when you're not going to be around to raise him?
If you have an unlimited amount of money by general human standards, I think it's fine. Also, he's probably a good, solid dude to be a dad. I mean, he's probably going to be pretty
But I'm saying,
tired.
Justin, he can't. The kid, if he has a kid now, he's going to be in his. God, I mean, the good Lord. I think everybody would be good with 80 on this planet.
Justin wants 100.
Yeah,
for some
at
reason.
least the closer you get to 60, pal, the more you're going to want 100. I promise.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah, 55 would be plenty. I have that idea too sometimes.
I've done all the damage I can in this world.
I woke up a couple times in Cancun hoping that would be it. But
right.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I think about it too. Like if I'm going to have a kid, I want to make sure that my brain is right, my body is right, to make sure that I send the little guy off in the world with everything he needs.
But here's the deal:
depending on somebody else to do it.
Let's just say he has a kid next year. When the kid's 18, he's going to be 92. I mean, yes, that's super old, but I mean, you can be. I mean, he's in pretty good physical shape for a guy his age. Like he can be in pretty decent shape at 92, and his wife will be 40 something. I think honestly, like again, the kid's never going to have to worry about money or where his meal's coming from. He's going to get the best education. Like this kid is going to have all the advantages.
Justin, I'm 49. Do you know how many 92-year-old people I've met in my life?
Few?
Not a lot.
I've only met 3 in my life. My great-grandfather died at 100. My grandmother died at 93, but she had dementia for like the last 10 years of her life. And my Janine's uncle's like 95, and he's like spry.
Yeah,
but
see?
You're making it seem
I
like...
don't meet a lot. There's not a lot of them walking around.
All right. How old is De Niro and Pacino?
I would guess like 83, 84.
Yeah, they just had kids, Pat. I mean, you got a problem with them too?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
again,
they live.
How
in a
involved
different
are they
universe.
in the day-to-day life?
I mean,
of
again,
raising a kid?
there are a lot of kids being raised by single parents that don't have the financial advantages that these kids are going to have.
Yeah.
There's a worse way to grow up. But
So
now the
you
only problem with
feel
this kid is
comfortable-
Jordan Hudson's still going to be their mom, or Jordan, whatever her name is, still going to be their mom.
Jordan Belichick, soon.
She's gonna have a ton of money, and she's gonna be their mom. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm rich, but my mom's crazy. Okay? That's interesting. All right. Maybe she's a sweet gal. I've never met her. I don't know. I shouldn't cast aspersions. All right. Tonight we begin
But
the
yes, it is big news. It's wild news. But yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. We begin the NBA Western Conference Finals tonight, Patrick. What I mean, here's the thing. I just heard the guys on ESPN talking about this. The point guard matchup in the East and then the superstar matchup in the West. And I still think for some people, very casual fans, not you, SGA and even Ant are not like household names for an average. My dad would have no idea who they are. Now, he knows Tyrese Halliburton because he went to Iowa State. But I think this is a really intriguing opportunity for whoever wins this thing to become the guy. And they were talking about how Ant's the face of the league now, right? But you better go. I don't know about that either. I agree. But you better go win some. But, I mean, listen, if SGA wins the whole thing this year, that puts him in a different stratosphere.
Yeah, he becomes the best Thunder player ever.
Well, that too.
The best Thunder player ever. Well, that's interesting. The history of the Oklahoma City Thunder with what they KD.
Yeah, I mean, he surpasses KD
Russell.
if he wins a ring. He just does. With what KD did with the Thunder, not what he did for his career.
Yeah,
I say that's why I don't like those words. You really think that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if he wins a championship this year and the MVP, he is still levels beneath Kevin Durant?
I don't agree. I watched the majority of both of their games. I think SGA's near the talent that Kevin Durant was.
You think the overall what Kevin Durant has done in the NBA, his career matches up to SGA to this point?
No, I don't. I think
so. You can't say he's greater than Kevin Durant.
I said his Thunder career will have been better than Durant's Thunder career.
His place in Thunder lore may be
mean
higher.
anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it does if you're a Thunder fan.
Kevin Durant will. It doesn't matter that he won a ring. I mean, the Thunder greatness. I think the Thunder fans, because KD came from Seattle to establish the organization and basically built what Oklahoma City is, that probably puts him on another level with Thunder fans.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I think Kevin Durant's 12th, 13th best player of all time.
Okay.
Overall.
Right.
Let's say if Jalen Brunson leads the Knicks to the championship, where does that put him in Knick lore?
Pretty high. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
70s.
I think he'll be certainly remembered with some of the greats.
Every time I watch him, Pat, I don't get it. I'm like, how is he doing that?
So small.
No, he's special. He's very strong. He's got that herky-jerky game. I mean, first of all, his intelligence through the roof. Herky-jerky. He's got, great ball-handling skills, and he's just smart player. He knows how to get you off balance, like all those little things. I played against his father in high school.
God, you're old.
His father was a lefty point guard, just like him.
Rick Brunson?
Rick played at Temple, but he grew up in New York, and he moved to Salem, Massachusetts as a kid.
Is he a witch?
So he was, the Salem Witches, yeah. And Rick had similar game. He just wasn't as, Rick played in the NBA, but he just wasn't, Jalen's a little bit better at each skill.
Is Tyrese Halliburton the greatest NBA pro from
With the ugliest jump shot
from Iowa State if they win the title? I mean, I can make an
What
argument
about
that any of these
George
teams can win.
Niang?
George doesn't
What
have a
about
ring.
George's?
Does George just have a ring?
No.
Hey, Pat, outside of Bird.
Can we stay here for a minute? I'm talking about Iowa State players. Do you mind?
Oh, okay.
Jeff
Well,
Hornacek?
he's better than
What about,
Hornacek.
I don't know any.
Hoiberg.
He's better than all these guys.
Hoiberg never went to a
professionally.
title, and Hoiberg was never a great player. He was just a good player. Hornacek was a great player.
Oh, yeah, Hornacek. I love him.
Yeah.
See his daughter, by the way? Ooh,
I have not, actually. Apparently you have. Sorry, DJ, go ahead.
You were talking about, Christian was saying SGA will be the best Thunder player of all time. And
If he
you
wins
said,
a ring.
and you said, who cares? I think Boston fans would look at players who were great at Boston as a big deal, right?
It's different.
Outside of Bird, who would be the second most cherished player who's played at Boston? Probably not even.
Russell's probably is Russell first or is he second?
Yeah, Russell's got a statue. Bird's got a statue. And Brett Auerbach has a statue. Now, I mean, Bob Cousy really started everything in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few years later is when they drafted Russell, and they played together for about 6-7 years. And so it was like Cousy to Russell, and Russell passed it off to guys like Havlicek, to White. Havlicek passed it off to Bird. Bird was supposed to pass it off to Len Bias and Reggie Lewis. And then, sadly, they passed. Then, Paul Pierce and KG.
The fact that Havlicek would spend time at the Steamfitters union meetings all day and then go get you 15 and 12 assists on a Friday night is remarkable.
Yeah, the Coos would snake a couple toilets during the day.
No doubt.
And then he'd come back at night, and he'd be the Houdini of the hardwood.
Incredible. I mean, is Kevin McHale a top 10 Boston Celtic of all time?
Yeah.
You probably would have to put him there. You'd have... Yeah.
I think you're sleeping on one guy that's pretty obvious that nobody's mentioned. Jerry Seasting.
Seasting, the man. Cousy, Heinsohn, Havlicek, Cowens was an MVP in the NBA.
How many years did
Dennis
DJ
Johnson?
play in Boston? Yeah.
It was 5.
Because he played in Portland before?
Seattle. He was part of the Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah,
Title
he won a
team.
championship with Seattle,
Yep.
too.
79.
All right, well, I'd like to keep walking down memory road.
I guess Oklahoma City has won, the Thunder.
Well, we don't claim that
I wish
one.
they kept the Sonics.
Do you have a pick? You going OKC?
Yeah, I'm going OKC. I'm rooting for. I was rooting for Denver, and then now I'm rooting for OKC.
Okay, what about in the East?
I like Indiana.
Okay.
And partly because this whole Nick Love is going to be insufferable for a couple of months, so got to get them out of the way.
Okay.
I mean,
boy,
they act like they already won the championship.
How about
so
two
happy.
small market teams in the final? Ratings are not going to be
Well,
great
that brings
with
up a bigger question that I said. Parity is not good for league. Parity kills league. This will be the 7th year in a row the NBA is a different champion.
Yep.
Not good for league. You look at the history, and I'll just make it quick. SEC football. It's always popular in the SEC footprint. Always, right? Always has been, always will be. SEC footprint. When Nick Saban took over at Alabama, and he went on, basically dominated the SEC in college football and made it a dynasty. You could see coast to coast, the entire country became huge college football fan. I mean, it was coast to coast. I mean, so like those dynasties, that builds leagues.
Mm.
The Celtics of the 50s and 60s, UCLA men, when they went on their run with college basketball.
Bulls.
I just think dynasties are good for league.
I think you're probably
the
right.
Yankees.
Yeah, I agree. Remember the Cowboys were good? Me neither. Hey, Pat, we got to run. Appreciate you.
All right, boys.
We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, River City Flooring.
Ciao.
Ciao. We are going to talk to Bobby Swofford on the other side of the break.
Before we go to break, I'm going to piggyback what Justin said a little bit earlier about being safe on the roads. Unfortunately, when it comes to car accidents, one of the fourth leading cause of people losing their life is when they don't put on their seatbelt. Very easy, very simple to do. Takes less than a second, even less than half a second if you're Justin. You see how fast he does it. It's insane. But it's all about being fast, or not fast. It's all about being safe all out on the roads. My friends at the Arkansas State Police, and like I said, they really have your best interest in mind. They're not trying to ruin your day, and I know it may seem like it. Come on, officer. I was just getting to it. I was going to put it on. It's not about ruining your day or just giving you a ticket just because. It's all about reminding you to be safe out on the roads. That's their number one priority, is to protect and serve, and they're trying to protect you, and then they'll serve you that ticket to give you a nice little reminder to put that seatbelt on next time you hop into the car. Once again, we know the car makes that dinging noise, and it goes off about a minute later. Don't ignore it. Just put it on. And as always, pay attention and be on your seatbelt as well. Don't be distracted while driving either. A message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police.
The Diamond Hogs have their sights set on Omaha. Hear every game along the way on 103.7 The Buzz. Brought to you by Whataburger and Edwards Food Giant.
This is Sports Center.
Honors for SEC baseball came out yesterday, and quite a few Razorbacks were among those who received them. We'll start with the biggest one of all, SEC Player of the Year, which went to shortstop Vahiva Aloy. He's the second Razorback to receive it, the first being Andrew Benintendi. Aloy hit .358 with 18 home runs while leading the Hogs in most offensive categories. His brother Kuhio Aloy was named to All-SEC First Team. Zach Root and Charles Davawon joined the brothers on the first team as well, while Cam Kozel was named to the All-SEC Second Team. That makes for 5 Razorbacks receiving honors. Next up for Arkansas will be starting the SEC tournament on Friday. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the window's down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
With hundreds of vehicles in stock across 6 brands, your next ride is waiting for you at Red River Auto Group. We know that the road ahead is important. Whether it's your daily drive or your next big adventure, the right vehicle makes all the difference. From the reliability of a Toyota to the strength of a Ram truck, we offer vehicles built to last with options for every lifestyle. State-of-the-art technology, unbeatable performance, and the comfort you deserve. It's all waiting for you at Red River. Visit us online at redriverauto.com.
This is Justin Acri with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
Sugar and spice. Right of the right.
What do you like Bill so much? 11:36 back in the zone. Bobby Swofford in the house. DJ Williams, Justin Acri, and the Wizard, Christian Weaver. Bobby is going pro Belichick today with his New England Patriots shirt on today. How did you become a Patriots fan?
Well, when you grow up in middle of nowhere, Oklahoma in the early 1990s, you got nobody to root for. And
Okay.
I was a tight end growing up, and they had a guy named Ben Coates, and they happened to be on TV a couple times because Drew Bledsoe was the #1 pick, and Ben Coates was pretty good. So my dad got on the old website, or I guess before then, with the champs, and special ordered a Ben Coates jersey for me, and I've been hooked ever since.
Okay. You guys have had a lot of great tight ends.
Yeah.
Gronk, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, he was
DJ
he was
Williams.
good.
DJ Williams,
Yeah. He
did a lot of stuff.
You know what's sad about Aaron? He was that good.
Yeah, he was killing it.
He was that.
Really was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so I have a Ben Coates jersey somewhere in a closet. I also have an Andy Katzenmoyer Patriots jersey from way back when too.
What do you think about Ben Watson? Did you like him?
He was a stud.
Yeah, he was.
He was a genetic freak before there were things that just.
He was one of the first ones.
Yeah, he tracked down Champ Bailey.
Yeah,
going down the sideline.
He had a Ben Coates jersey in the closet, and he had an Aaron Hernandez in the closet.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew? Never had one of those.
From the 501, remember Anthony Edwards has said that if his team wins a championship, he's going to the NFL. I never heard that, but okay. He's a pretty good athlete. I was friends with the son of the owner of Treasure Island in Vegas. He was PO'd when his dad married and knocked up Miss Ukraine at age 75-ish. Okay, well, Bill marrying that young chick is disgusting. Okay, well. Do you carry softball on the radio? No. But we will have the Women's College World Series once they get to that point. We've never been offered softball. We used to have women's basketball. They decided they didn't want to do it anymore. That wasn't us. Do y'all know what the Tennessee player said to McIntyre for him to turn and yell F you? I saw it during the game but didn't know what happened.
Is that what everybody's throwing a big fit about, that he said F you?
People have brought it up. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't either.
Did he F you the kid that went and changed his helmet out when he was down 0-2?
Think so.
That kid had it coming. Clark and Reese, one's exceptional, one isn't. I don't see the continued conversation. You're wrong. They're both exceptional players. She's an exceptional player. She's just not as good as Caitlin Clark.
She's not very good offensively, but she's very good rebounding-wise.
Yeah, I think she set a record.
Yeah, she can rebound
last year.
She's Andre Drummond.
No, she's really good at what she does. She's a good defender, and she's a really good rebounder, mostly off her own misses.
So Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman. Mm-hmm. Rodman actually made a few threes late in his career.
He wasn't a good offensive player, though.
No, I won't argue.
But I think he went out of his way to not be a good offensive player.
From the 501, I hate the Cubs. It would be great to never hear that terrible Cubs intro song again. That said, I thoroughly enjoy Jordan Wicks' segment. He is great. And you're right, you should absolutely go longer with him. He's phenomenal. And I'm sorry for those of you who didn't like the fact that we had a short break going on the top of the hour. Too bad. Get your own show. Roger Goodell and Tennessee Mountain Landis would have been great friends. That Tennessee Mountain Landis was a jerk. He was suspending everybody, Bobby, back in the day.
Take your word for it.
Trust me. It's true. He banned a guy from Arkansas who was from Little Rock because he consorted with gamblers. Not that he gambled. He was friends with gamblers. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of people who have some criminal background. All right. Bobby Swofford's here from the AAA, not to talk about all those things, but we could talk more about Bill if you want to. We are here to talk about spring championships.
Let's go. That's right.
We are underway.
This weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, campus of the University of Central Arkansas. 40 teams, 20 state championships, starts Thursday at 10.
Dang.
Soccer?
Yep.
Boys and girls?
Correct.
Baseball, softball?
That is correct.
What am I missing?
That's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Talk to me.
Yep.
Storylines?
Storylines. Let's go small school first. Taylor has a chance to win, count them up, their 8th consecutive state championship at 1A softball.
Pat Bradley said dynasties are good. Guess what? Taylor believes that.
The only team that has beaten Taylor, or the only thing that has beaten Taylor in the last 7 years was COVID. Didn't have a championship the COVID year, but they won it before, and they've won it every year since. Pretty impressive. Bentonville girls soccer have a chance to win their 4th consecutive. Same thing for Russellville boys soccer. They've got a chance to go for 4 in a row. Valley View was probably the best baseball team in the state last year, a first-round pick for the Diamondbacks last year. They've got a chance to repeat. A lot of really, really good teams, a lot of really, really good players. Fayetteville, who's playing for a 6A baseball title, 3 players that committed to play for the Hogs.
Oh, wow. Okay. Who are they playing?
They're playing Rogers, all Northwest Arkansas affair there in both 6A baseball and softball, actually.
Okay. What about 5A?
5A, you've got on the softball, Benton Sheridan. It's probably going to be the best game of the weekend on the softball side. Baseball, you've got Valley View, as I mentioned, taking on Marion, 3 seed coming out from the East. There's a lot of upsets. 3 of the number 1 seeds in the 5A bracket got beat in the first round, including Maumelle, who was in the championship game last year, gave up 6 runs in the 7th inning to lose to Van Buren.
Oh, my goodness. I thought the Razorback comeback against Oklahoma State was amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep.
Okay. What about other soccer stories you got?
Russellville is probably the biggest one. They're the only undefeated team of any of the sports we have in the spring. They're 19-0-1, tied Lakeside in the regular season. It's really, really impressive to see what they've done. Little Rock Catholics back in the finals. They lost last year to Conway. They've got a chance to win their first title in quite a while. And we've got a handful of teams who've never been to a state championship game. Cedar Ridge baseball. Everybody knows what Cedar Ridge basketball's been with the Reeves brothers through the years. They've got a chance to win that first ever baseball crown.
I love it. What time are the games this weekend?
Yeah, so because of television, we alternate baseball and softball. So it goes 10, 1, 4, and 7 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday for baseball, softball. You can check out the schedule. Just go to the AAA Twitter or Facebook page. We've got the full schedule there. And soccer starts on Friday at 10, and we just knock them all out, 10, 12, 2, and 4.
Is softball happening at Bogle?
No. Everything's at the University of Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas, that's
right.
right.
We had to move from the University of Arkansas a few years ago because Arkansas softball became relevant, and Bogle became unavailable this time of year.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was at Central Arkansas for some reason, but I thought we said Northwest Arkansas for some reason. Anyway. Okay, cool. Well, that's good.
Yeah. You want to buy tickets? Just go to the AAA website. Everything's digital. That way you can scan a QR code when you get to the parks. And plus, you buy one ticket, it gets you into all 3 locations on the same day. So even though the stadiums aren't right by each other, we'll give you a wristband so you can bounce from baseball to softball to soccer for 1 ticket.
Soccer's over. Is that the?
It's at Estes.
It is?
Yeah, too many fans.
Oh, that's cool.
That soccer will be the most attended of the 3 championships. There's going to be so many people pack in there, and you can just show up and you watch 4 games in a row. Some really, really high level soccer.
I'm quite sure this is a dumb question, but are the dimensions of the soccer field exactly the same as football?
No, so we have to paint. I guess you want to call it artificial paint. On the turf.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be yellow lines out there that actually stands out, especially in the end zones on the black turf.
Okay.
In the end zone, it's not ideal to play soccer on a purple and gray field, but we got to have the stands because we actually sold out or completely filled up when they had it played at the U of A, and we had a lot of overflow. Had to sit in the lawn chairs in the end zones. And so at least at Estes, we don't have that problem.
In your estimation, is soccer growing in popularity in the state?
Yeah, it definitely is, and just like it is nationally. It starts with a youth soccer, and it's so big, nationwide. Everybody can play soccer when they're 3 and 4 years old. That's a lot of times that's replaced t-ball as the first sport that they play, and the continued growth of the National Women's Soccer League, and then obviously the MLS, and then obviously the European leagues. Soccer continues to grow and grow, and we're going to have the conversation pretty soon about moving soccer away from just the internet-only stream to watch to putting on television. I mean, there's that many people who want to watch it.
Okay, yeah, it didn't surprise me. It's pretty good TV. I've come to appreciate and enjoy soccer, but I still only watch usually when the World Cup.
Yeah. So the only issue we're running into is obviously space on a television channel. PBS has done a great job. All the 5 sports that they broadcast for us, we'd probably have to start soccer on a Tuesday. And is that fair to the kids to make them turn around and play Saturday in the semifinals, Tuesday in the finals, just to put it on television?
Right. I bet they'd like that, though.
Yeah. So it's a conversation that we're definitely going to have because we want to spotlight our student athletes the best we can.
This is from our Whit Davis Lumber Plus Live fan feedback. Rusty says, question of the day, should Justin do a 3-month steroid experiment? No, he shouldn't. Although DJ thinks
you're not on roids. How do you get that jacked?
He is jacked. Look at his biceps. He has good ones.
He's not even flexing.
Give him one.
Popping them shirts.
Give him one pop.
Buy small shirts.
What size shirt do you wear? You're a large, right?
It's a medium.
Large.
Yeah, he's a large.
Ask about the drama that happened in Monticello. They said ask Kyle, but I guess they didn't catch the fact that you were coming. In Monticello 4A baseball tournament, P. Ridge brought an illegal pitcher.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, the member schools passed a pitch count in National Federation rule. So if you throw an X number of pitches, you have to sit out X number of days. And in this case, we had a school, P. Ridge. The kid pitched 39 pitches on Thursday. So based on if you throw 30 or more pitches on a day, you have to sit out a day, meaning he would not be eligible to pitch until Saturday. You have to sit out a full 24 hours.
Okay.
P. Ridge, I guess, had a brain fart about that, brought him in the next day. After he threw 1 pitch, their opponent, who also has access to the pitch count numbers, reported that to the umpiring crew, and it's the use of an ineligible player, and the game was stopped at that point, and it's considered a forfeit.
Oh. Why not say it before he throws that first pitch?
Why would you?
Yeah. Why would you?
Dang.
That's 100% on his coaches.
Yes, it is. This doesn't make it better. Brooklyn already did have a 7-3 lead at that point.
Okay.
Doesn't make it better, doesn't make it excusable, but it really is a cut and dry. I mean, during the regular season, it can be reported after, and you go back and make the game a forfeit. You would finish, but obviously in a state tournament game, Brooklyn would have to turn around and play the next day, and so they didn't use their pitchers.
Gotcha.
And so it really was an unfortunate situation. Thankfully for everybody, I think everybody involved except for P. Ridge, the tournament directors, the umpiring crew, handled the situation properly. It's just you hate to see a team's season ends because of a mental lapse.
Yeah.
I mean, but the pitcher has access to that. He knew he threw too many.
They should have known.
The pitcher knew that. The coaching staff knew that. It's unfortunate that it happened.
Oh, we were talking about weird trends back in the day. This guy says, I remember in junior high, we bought our basketball shoes a size too big so we could wear 3 different pairs of Nike socks. We had to layer the swooshes.
Did that.
Missed that.
I did that.
Missed that trend.
before.
I've done that in football, but I didn't buy them bigger.
Eastern Oklahoma in the late 90s, that was a cool thing to do.
I was telling them about back in the day, people would get polos and they would stack them, and I never understood the thought process. But
Did you pop the collar?
I'm already wearing a 2X. I don't need to add more layers to it.
Yeah.
Justin Roy Rage and old JW convos would be classic. Yeah, where's JW when I need him? That would be good. I think I'm going to pass on that. All right, well, listen, enjoy it. We start at
10 o'clock Thursday, Arkansas PBS. Watch them all live, or better yet, come out and buy a ticket and watch them all.
No doubt. That's a good weekend. We got to hit a break. When we come back, Eli Cranor on National Eli Day.
Perfect day for Eli.
Yes. Who's your favorite Eli?
Book of Eli?
That's a great movie, but I like Eli Cranor.
How about Eli Whitney?
It's a good one.
Didn't he? Yeah, he
created the cotton gin.
Oh yeah, big time.
fan.
Big Eli fan.
Big for my people back in the day.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays, and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Willie D's dueling pianos. Come and get your Willie on.
Proudly serving Little Rock and the surrounding areas, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros is your trusted one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. We know that tire needs and auto repair services can be stressful and unplanned, but at All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, we offer fast and simple financing for everyone. Whether you're looking for new tires or any kind of auto repair, we have your financing needs covered. Visit us in Mapleville or Little Rock today or online at allabouttireandbrake.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Groom's Cake Ice Cream is renewing its vows on the frozen aisle. Milk chocolate ice cream with chocolate cake pieces, chocolate-coated strawberry hearts, swirls of strawberry sauce, and chocolate icing. See you at the reception.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Walmart Supercenters and neighborhood markets.
Hawks Homes are great for duck clubs, hunting clubs, classrooms, and if you need affordable housing, we have 5 bedrooms for under $110,000. All prices include delivery anywhere in the state, setup, underpinning, central heat, and air conditioning. If you have any land problems, no problem. They'll help you find some and help you get the utilities and prep and set up all in the loan. Located in Conway and Bryant, check out the inventory online at hawkshomes.net.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
You're back in the zone. We're just 2 schmucks and 1 exceptional media personality. We'll let you decide who it is. Now, let's see what Justin Acri, DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver are up to now.
All right, we're running up to Russellville to talk to Eli Cranor, but before we do, I got to tell you about our friends at Cash.
Oh, tell me about it.
Downtown Little Rock, you know where it is. Got to take the fam over there this week, get a bite to eat, get a drink. Check out the space. We need some good weather. I think we're going to have it on Friday. By the way, we're at Bradford on Friday, DJ. I think we're going to be on the boat on the lake on Friday in Hot Springs. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then we'll come back and hit Cash for a little happy hour time and enjoy it.
I like it.
Great lunch options today. Looking for a club sandwich, buffalo chicken, turkey melt. I bet you didn't even know they had that. Pizzas. Great options for lunch. And, of course, their dinner is second to none right there in the heart of the River Market. And we got another special event coming up next month. For those of you who are interested, we'll tell you more soon. When you like to know. Yeah. We're doing another wagering event.
Okay, yeah.
501-850-0265, cashlittlerock.com, C-A-C-H-E, littlerock.com. Book your special event. Get your reservation. Regardless of the gathering, you know the place to be. It's Cash in downtown Little Rock. And again, it always comes with free valet parking. Do not sleep on the pork belly appetizer. Do not miss out on the scallops or the filet. Personal favorite.
Candied bacon.
And the candied bacon's just delicioso. All right, we are going to get to it. There's my man, Eli Cranor, standing by on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline with a new book selection, and this one is inspired by or an ode to one of our all-time favorites. Eli, welcome.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
How are you?
Man, all good. Christian just told me it was National Eli.
That's right.
You're number 2 in my book, but you're one of my favorites.
Who's number 1?
Eli Whitney. I had to give him the nod. Sorry.
Oh, Cotton Gin. Yeah.
Pretty important.
Yeah. Got a shirt on. I got a cotton shirt on right now.
There you go. Rest my case.
Good point.
We did not talk about Boogie Fland either earlier. That was another thing that missed out. We had 2 breaking news options: Boogie Fland to Florida, or Jordan and Bill Belichick getting married. And
I think we chose right.
I think we did too. Yeah. A lot more legs and a lot more shocking probably than Boogie going to Florida, because we kind of knew about that. So, all right. Well, let's get to it on this book option today, Eli. Fever Beach.
Yeah, Fever Beach. And this is by a guy that I've mentioned on here multiple times before. He's really one of my favorite authors, a guy named Carl Hyacin. And the reason I'm bringing this one is because it just came out last week. And it's a pretty big deal for these people in his world. He only puts out a book every couple of years or so. But that Belichick headline, man, like that's something that you would find in a Carl Hyacin novel. He's really a satirist. I mean, he can take these headlines. He worked for the Miami Herald for years. He was a columnist. And people kind of give him the nod of coming up with the Florida Man stuff. You know, like he was kind of one of the first people to talk about, like the Florida Man stuff. And anyway, so he's been doing this for like 30, 40 years now. And now as we venture into these crazy times, it's like this book, it really kind of encapsulates this moment. And so it's kind of like he's been primed for it. So regardless of wherever you fall politically, it's a novel, it's fiction, it's a crime novel. I think it's really well done satire for this world we're living in. And the whole thing is dedicated to Jimmy Buffett. He and Buffett were fans, so it's in honor of and memory of Buffett. And he's a big environmentalist guy, so always big fisherman. I think that's how him and Jimmy Buffett got hooked up, was actually on the water. He used to write some songs for Buffett, co-write and work there as well.
We're going to get to know Dale Figo, a man so incompetent he was kicked out of the Proud Boys. I can't wait to read this. That's the synopsis I'm reading here about this book.
I'm telling you,
no
man,
disrespect to you Proud Boys out there, but just saying.
But it's wild, yeah, and it's just the latest in a long. Dude's been doing it for a long time. The one that I think people might be. He just had a series come out with Vince Vaughn this past year called Bad Monkey.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's this guy. His
okay.
Movie credits are the Burt Reynolds, Demi Moore flick Striptease. So this is all in that same wheelhouse, dirty politicians, all this kind of Florida swamp area, Florida beach area. He's been doing it for a minute.
I love the Swampers. Well, man,
yeah.
I appreciate it. Mississippi Blue 42. I know you're trying to get the word out about it, and we were talking about SEC Media Days. You guys make any headway in that?
Yeah, no, we're not going to end up making that run, but I do have a good cool announcement. My publisher is doing a book giveaway. So I know I've been talking a lot about doing pre-orders, but they're giving away 30 free copies, and you can find this. It's through Goodreads. But if you're interested and you're sick of me talking about ordering this thing, you can just Google Eli Cranor book giveaway, and it's lasting for like another 20 days. It just came out yesterday, and we've got a little over 3,000 people who've entered it. So if you don't like those odds, then you can go ahead and pre-order it. But man, yeah, it was summer's coming, and summer's basically a year for us, and so just getting excited.
Well, you're the only Eli we're going to get on the show, so you're my favorite Eli today, and I appreciate you joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Cranor, for your listening pleasure.
Thank you.
And reading
Have
pleasure.
a good one, dude.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I never saw that whole Vince Vaughn show, but I wanted to watch it. It looked very intriguing.
What's it called?
It's called Monkey Bone.
Yeah.
Came out a couple years ago.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Is he in it?
Yes.
Is that on Peacock?
Don't remember.
I think so.
Maybe so. I can't remember where anything is. Today's National Streaming Day, too, and the morning show asked, what's your favorite streaming service? And they said 3 of them, and not one of them was Netflix. And I was like, guys?
What are they watching?
Tubi?
Oh, Tubi's got good movies on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Fine, but I'm like, not above Netflix.
No.
What does Tubi have on?
Well, the Tubi originals are awful, but they have like actual good movies on there.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other two they had. I was like, okay, maybe Max.
Like I watched Streetcar Named Desire on there and stuff.
Which is HBO Max now, and then
And Max is good.
They didn't have Amazon Prime or Netflix.
We were talking about streaming today. Which character have you watched a show like you streamed a show?
Mm-hmm.
Which ones has like the best story arc? I'm trying to figure out one who has a better story arc than like Jon Snow. It's amazing.
It's a great one.
And then Walter White came to mind.
Yeah.
Who else is in there? Like, just started from the bottom, and they just turned into him or her.
I mean, this is pretty on short notice, like with 3 seconds.
You
I don't
gotta
know.
think about
Kevin Spacey until the
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com.
Summer starts now. Make memories that last in a brand new Silverado from Gwatney Chevrolet. Right now, get 0% financing plus $3,250 in customer incentives on all in-stock Silverados. And during Military Appreciation Month, Gwatney is proud to serve those who serve. Get $1,500 in military savings, $750 from Chevrolet, and $750 from us. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville to learn more. We'll see you soon. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Razorback football, basketball, and baseball right here on your home of the Hogs. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Protect Our Rights is proposing the Arkansas Ballot Measure Rights Amendment. The goal is to certify and restore the right to propose and sign a ballot measure, as well as collect signatures. The group says the new laws drag out a petition process and make it harder to get an initiative on the ballot. But some state lawmakers say they make the ballot initiative process stronger by reducing abuse of the system. The proposal has been submitted to the Attorney General's office for review. Officials in West Memphis say they are working with one of the country's largest companies to bring a data center to the city. City officials say they are speaking with Group LLC, a local entity operating for Google, to work out infrastructure and incentives to bring the $10 billion data center to town. If built, officials say it would be on the south side of the city and is expected to create around 300 jobs. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
After a lot of rain and thunderstorms through the morning hours, this afternoon it will start to clear out. Still a 50% chance of rain through the morning. This afternoon becoming sunny and windy with a high of 84 and a west-southwest wind of 15 to 25 miles per hour. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
Save $600 on Hustler Turf Raptor Series mowers at Cabot Outdoors through May 31st. Hustler residential zero-turn mowers feature thick one-piece frame, welded steel decks for durability, and are powered by Kawasaki V-twin performance engines. Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy, at your knowledgeable authorized Hustler dealer. Check out the Hustler Spring Sales event at Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street today. Offer valid through May 31st, 2025. Restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Back in the day, the NFL Draft was a quiet, sedate affair. Not anymore. It is a massive media event with huge crowds turning out in person and watching on TV. A big reason why? Hope. Just maybe your team picks a player this year who is going to turn things around. As a Lions fan, I've seen more draft busts than I care to reminisce about. But lately, Detroit is picking out some dudes. Here's hoping for some more. Like Razorback Isaac Tesla. Rumble, young man, rumble. And for those about to rock or save money, Double B salutes you. Ask your Double B's cashiers about signing up for a rewards card that saves you money on purchases at all stores. Yes, indeed. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Your lake adventure begins at the Memorial Day celebration at all Yamaha Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations. Get performance and value with a new Yamaha Boat AR220 at only 3.49% for 72 months. Or get out and ride with the Yamaha Wave Runner VX Limited as low as 1.99% for 24 months. And both come with Yamaha warranties for 2 full years. Now through May 25th, it's the Memorial Day sale at all Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations.
Y'all, there's a cruise ship in Foxcroft in the heart of Little Rock. Okay, it's the Little Rock Racket Club, but like a cruise ship, it's full of activities for the whole family, beginning with 3 swimming pools, including that scenic 50-meter lap pool, and then everything from pickleball to polo, as long as it's preceded by Marco. During May, 40% off the joining fee. Call Mavis or Amy, 501-225-5711. The Little Rock Racket Club, with more smiles per gallon.
This Memorial Day, turn up the heat with the Home Depot. Find the perfect grill and patio set to keep the cookouts coming all season long. Grill up a feast with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill, only $229. And complete your space with the stylish Glen Ridge Falls 7-piece dining set, now on special buy for just $499 with free delivery. Take your Memorial Day cookout to the next level all summer long with the Home Depot. See homedepot.com/delivery for more details.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code.
Yeah. Last hour today. It's a terrific Tuesday. Susan Erwin Prowse will join us at 12:20 today. Christian, don't miss it. She's in New York. They performed on top of Hard Rock Cafe Hotel or something. I don't know.
I think it was real
I'm confused.
Remember, it was real
I remember she said some stuff. I don't know what she said. Somewhere. Anyway, something.
Empire State Building?
No, not that tall.
Okay.
No. This is a rooftop somewhere.
Chrysler Building?
I don't think you could do a show on top of there. It's very pointy at the top.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get anybody to sit around.
You can get up kind of high, though, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably strap Cliff up there with his fiddle and let him go to work, but I don't know that they
That'd
could
be
do
awesome.
much else there. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. Sounds like something Tom Cruise would do,
Yes.
right? Like, that'll be Mission Impossible 9 or whatever's next. I was just watching a behind-the-scenes stunt of him going up on a biplane. Shoot.
Man.
That's wild, dude.
I think I saw him jumping off a building onto a helicopter.
Yeah. That's Not a good idea. That's super dangerous because you could get caught in the rotor and die. Yeah.
Rest in peace, people.
All right, so who's being...
Not to mention the guy from, was it Apocalypse? No, not Apocalypse Now. Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone movie,
So when you think of an actor doing
Vic
their own
Morrow.
stunts,
Yep.
do you think of him or do you think of Jackie Chan?
Who?
An actor that does their own stunts.
Tom Cruise has done some wild stuff that Jackie Chan hasn't even approached.
Well, I mean, it's just...
He drove a motorcycle off a cliff like 8 times.
He just wanted to do it.
He hung on the side of an airplane that was in the air.
I feel like he does more safe stuff, though. Like...
You're out of your mind. Jackie Chan stuff is amateur hour.
No.
Amateur
This
hour.
dude's, I remember he tried to jump off something. Like, Jackie Chan...
A milk crate?
Back
Big deal.
then, when it happened, as far as, like, the precautions, like, he really could die. Like, when he slid down that building with no harness, Tom Cruise has harnesses on. You don't remember that scene where he slid down that building
DJ,
with no harness?
No one in Hollywood does stunts without safety precautions.
Jackie Chan did, and he...
No.
You don't believe me?
100% no.
I'll show you.
Okay.
He broke his foot. Remember he had to wear a cast and they painted it the color of his shoe?
So what? I saw Tom Cruise break his foot jumping building to building in a Mission Impossible movie, and he continued with the scene. True
I saw
story.
that too, yeah.
I mean, I saw Aragon break his toe while kicking a helmet, and he played it off.
Who?
Viggo Mortensen and Lord of
Could
the
you
Rings.
please stay in the realm of reality here for a minute? I'm literally giving you tit for tat, and you're
Okay.
trying to change the subject.
I'll look up Jackie Chan.
He ain't crap.
He's
compared.
Best
he's the
actors who
standard.
do their own stunts.
I bet Jackie Chan shows up as number 1.
I bet he does.
I don't give a damn what
And
stupid
there's
list you
probably
come
a
up
lot
with.
of movies of his that we haven't seen because they're not in English.
Yeah.
Also.
Okay, great. His stunts are cool, but like a lot of it's choreography, kung fu stuff, not like jumping
Yeah,
off airplanes and
I
stuff.
agree.
It's insane.
Yeah. But, like, he's strapped up. Like, he's safe up there on that plane. He's safe. Let's be real.
He probably is
He's
safe, but it does
and
take
he
some
feels,
balls.
Like, I bet that stuff's so packed in. He probably's like, man, I feel more comfortable on the outside of this plane than I do the inside of the plane. They're taking care of him.
You are a disturbed, insane person.
They're taking care of him.
DJ,
Jackie
every
Chan put his life
Hollywood
on the line.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Every Hollywood stunt has safety precautions. No one can afford for a Hollywood actor to die in the line of work. They're
That's
taking all the precautions.
Honestly, like-
nothing's 100% safe in the whole world. You're not 100% safe sitting right there. A plane could crash in this building and kill us all.
Like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton were probably the best, if we're being real, because they were actually doing the things. Like, they were crashing trains and stuff in movies.
Not while they were on them.
Yes, they were.
You have to show me. Silent.
Have you never seen the
No, I didn't watch any silent era films, I'll be honest.
I've
seen probably bits and pieces.
the clip of, I think it was Buster Keaton, but the house falls over and it falls with him in the window. Like the house falls over.
There's
and
no
he's standing
trickery
where
there?
the window is. No, the house legitimately fell over.
Okay, well, I guarantee they practiced that a few times with the dummy before they did it with
Maybe
him.
so. Still
Also,
risky.
the best stunt guy of all time was the guy that caught that bowling ball in his belly. The cannon. They let the shoot a cannon in his belly. That guy was amazing.
Hey, this list has Tom Cruise at 1.
Thank you.
By the way,
That doesn't make it right either. But listen, I will put Tom Cruise's stunts up against anybody, anywhere, anytime. It's insane what he's done. It's incredible. I mean, again, go back to just the stuff he did for Mission.
in terms of movie stars, there's not many that's ever been bigger than Tom Cruise.
No, they do their own stunts for sure. Also, I saw a clip on the trailer. Tom Cruise is, again, sprinting at breakneck speed in this film.
Imagine that.
That man loves to sprint. He loves to run his little heart
Has
out.
there ever been a movie where he doesn't sprint?
I don't think so. Also, I would like to know, I don't care what list you come up with Jackie Chan on. It's not going to change my thinking at all. The other thing is, I would like to know in the movie The Firm, was that actually him doing the backflips down Beale Street, or was that a stand-in?
Him sliding down that building, did not wear a harness.
I don't care.
Could have died.
I couldn't have. I
mean,
guarantee
he could have.
There's probably a big thing at the bottom to catch
No,
him.
nothing.
You don't know that.
I know he didn't wear a harness.
I don't care.
It matters.
No, it doesn't. His stunts are not any more impressive. They're not even close to as impressive as what Tom Cruise has done. I'm sorry. We're going to disagree on this one. You're not going to talk me into it. You can argue it all day. We can spend the next 45 minutes doing this, but we're not going to. It's not going to make any difference what you say here. You're not going to change my mind. Sorry. I love you.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Christian, by Friday, and by that I mean tomorrow, I need the Mission Impossible music in the system, please.
Oh, we don't have that?
Nope. Don't see it. Don't see it. I looked under movie music. Maybe under TV. MISSIO. Mission Impossible, the original theme. You know what? We don't need it.
Oh.
Well, this is the
TV version, but still. After debuting last week at Cannes, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is continuing its journey around the world and is going to land right here in Arkansas this week. Tom Cruise says, I'm going to make movies into my 80s. Actually, I'm going to make them into my 100s.
Nice.
I will never stop. I will never stop doing action. I will never stop doing drama, comedy films. I'm excited. Christian, this is for you. I have a story for you.
On Tom Cruise. I really respect Tom Cruise.
I do too.
And his
Me
craft
too.
of making movies.
Yes.
He
And
just
his
loves
religious
movies.
beliefs.
Yeah.
Just kidding. People on TikTok are claiming that McDonald's has the perfect hack for migraine sufferers.
Okay, I'm in.
I figured. That's what I thought of you this morning. I'm like, Christian, seems so simple. They say the migraine meal is a large Coca-Cola and an order of large fries.
Sounds amazing.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Says,
I don't
I
know
know
if
it's
it
just the
solves it.
salt and caffeine, but every time I have a migraine or even one coming on, I get it, and it's immediately cured, says one person. This other person says, it's my go-to. I take migraine meds, sip a Diet Coke, and my pain goes away.
If I do get a migraine, I'm usually going to start drinking some caffeine.
Okay, does that help?
Sometimes.
Have you ever tried French fries as a cure?
I probably have, but I can't recall.
There are worse things. Drake's in the news for all the wrong reasons. He placed a 7-figure bet on his Toronto Maple Leafs, but unfortunately they were demolished, and he lost. He bet with his heart instead of his head, they say. Placed $1.25 million in wagers on the Leafs to pull off the win and advance the Eastern Conference Finals, and, well, they lost. He jokingly wrote Bieber curse on his Instagram story. Justin Bieber and was apparently there, too, with his wife.
He didn't get out much.
Nope. He's when he does, there's a lot of people claiming that he is in a cult and he's having some problems.
Looks a little disheveled sometimes.
I saw that one weird Instagram thing he did with the filter. Weird. Pray for Pope Leo, guys. Pray for Pope Leo.
What we got?
He did something very dangerous this week. Way more than anything that Jackie Chan's ever done or even anything Tom Cruise has ever done. He met with J.D. Vance.
Oh, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, the last time the Pope met with J.D. Vance, he died 2 days later. Apparently they had a closed-door meeting, but Pope Leo met with J.D., and hopefully it all goes well. But, I mean, again, those who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it. So let's hope that he survives. And it's not a shot at J.D. Vance. I like J.D. Vance. I just thought it was kind of coincidental.
Yeah.
Weird. Strange.
It's just odd that he met the Pope and then the Pope died like 10 hours later.
If that's not construed as political, this might be, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. DJ, I don't know if you guys talked about this on the news this morning. The woman that tried to storm the Capitol with a bunch of her idiot friends on January 6th in 2021, that got shot, the only person that got shot and killed, has been awarded $5 million, her family has. They were seeking a wrongful death suit for $30 million, and both sides apparently decided to settle for $5 million.
Wrongful death for storming the Capitol?
And getting shot.
Sounds like you deserved it.
I don't know about getting shot
Okay,
necessarily.
I don't know if you deserved it, but you mess around, you find out.
Right. I thought it was weird. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that was in discussion. I also did not know they had sued. Anyway,
I had heard about the suit, but I didn't know. That
whatever your thoughts are on January 6th, they're fine. I don't think should be writing $5 million checks to people that engage in illegal activity. But that's me.
Attempt to throw a coup, whatever it was.
Anyway, whatever. You want to give away some stuff for birthdays?
Let's do it.
What are we doing?
Just, I think first person in. This is I have 3 people on the list.
Is it a bad one?
It's a horrific day.
But we know him?
Yeah, he'll know.
Okay.
Brewskis.
501-661-1037. We can still do it, I guess. It's fine. It's only 3 people. But if you want to win a Brewskis gift card, yes.
This day in history we could get points for?
Sure. I can mix it in. 501-661-1037 if you want to play. Bum, 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 bum. Nobody wants brewskis? Come on, people.
There we go.
501-661-1037. It's free. Hello. Have you been there lately? Get the Philly cheesesteak chimney.
You like the wings too, right?
Outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Philly cheesesteak chimney. Covered in cheese sauce. With some tots on the side.
You need a fork and a knife?
Oh, buddy. You need a team of people helping you.
What kind of cheese sauce? Is it queso or what?
Yeah, it's like white cheese sauce. Oh, God, it's so good.
Sounds good.
It's just such the gut bomb. It's one of my favorite gut bombs in the city. All right, here we go. Angie, you're going to be with DJ. And Sean, you're with Christian. All right, this guy was the first person to cross the Atlantic in a nonstop flight.
Charles Walton?
No.
No. I'm sorry.
These
Charles
people
Lindbergh.
Charles
These
Lindbergh.
people are still alive?
Correct. No.
Charles Walton was
This is
actor.
just for day in history points.
Oh.
You weren't paying attention when he said we do
I
day in
did.
history
I didn't know we were
points.
starting.
You know what
with
happened
it.
to Charles Lindbergh's kid?
Kidnapped.
That was asking.
He got napped.
Yeah, he did. The kid got napped.
Is it redundant to say got kidnapped? This woman also in the news on this day in 1932. Amelia Earhart.
I was going to say that.
Became the first woman solo nonstop across the Atlantic. Where did she depart from, DJ?
Why can't you just start with the name?
Amelia Earhart.
That's I was going to. She started in Boston.
No.
I'm actually not sure.
Newfoundland.
Oh, nice.
Last but not least, after this many years at the helm, David Letterman hosts The Late Show with David Letterman for the last time. How many years did David Letterman host the show? He retired in 2015.
Ooh.
25.
Nope.
He hosted it for 37 years.
33.
Ooh.
We're tied at 1. And on to the birthdays. Here we go. This man was on the television show Perfect Strangers.
Oh, yeah.
And he also had a great cameo in Beverly Hills Cop as an art gallery employee. Would you like a little lemon twist?
That's what
Anything
he said.
else?
No, that's it.
I don't know
Perfect
his name.
Strangers and
Bronson Pinchot,
No.
66. Yes, you do know who he is. You'll know him. Did you ever watch? He was Balky on Perfect Strangers.
never heard of.
That was
Perfect
before your
Strangers.
time, probably.
Okay.
Happy birthday, buddy. Audio clue? You
Yep.
ready?
Ready.
I need to play the Beverly Hills Cop into the break because I love that clip. This woman is celebrating a birthday today. Are you serious right now? I'm sorry. Whew. Thought for a second that she did not have anything in the old system there. It was going to freak me out. Say it.
I like this song.
Say it.
Cher?
Yes.
No. Oh, it is? Okay. Ooh.
How old?
Ooh.
Be nice.
She is 75.
No.
77.
9. Tied at 2. Comes down to this. What drama here on a short day.
Yeah.
This man threw the 245th no-hitter in Major League Baseball history.
No one run.
Which was also
Randy
the
Johnson.
15th perfect game.
David Wells.
Crenshaw.
He did it 3 days ago in 1998. He also did it while severely hungover, according to reports.
Darryl Strawberry.
Former New York Yankee. Darryl Strawberry was on his team. Darryl Strawberry would not throw a no-hitter.
No, not Gooden.
No.
Drew Gooden.
No, still neither nor.
Jim Abbott.
What do you get water out of?
Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett.
Pale?
Son.
Yes, Farrah Fawcett was the pitcher. What do you get?
David Wells.
David Wells.
I said that
Yeah, he
earlier.
said that earlier.
I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
15th. It was the 15th perfect game in history. I don't know how many there have been since then.
A few more.
There was one that got stolen, right? Was that a perfect game or a no-hitter?
It was a perfect game.
Okay, that sucks. How old is David Wells?
David Wells is, let's see.
Math. Adding up the numbers.
Yeah, I'm probably not even going to be close. I'm going with 61.
DJ Williams. 61, Christian says.
No.
A bingo bango wins it. A bingo bango wins it.
David Wells. 60.
He went safe.
60.
62. Went the wrong way. You guys are all over it. That's it. All right, Kristen, enjoy it. Sean, you're the winner. Angie, sorry. Maybe next time. All right, let's get Susan Erwin Prowse on and talk to her about what's going on in the world of entertainment this week. Dang it. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. That was a good effort, though.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a good matchup today. Susan. There she is.
Keys to the Weekend with Susan Erwin Prowse is brought to you by Willy D's. Established in 2003, Willy D's has grown into the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willy D's. Come and get your Willy on.
Live from New York, it's Tuesday afternoon with Susan Erwin Prowse. Hello, friend. What's happening?
Oh, we're actually at our hotel, headed back this evening, and there is a direct flight from LaGuardia to Little Rock, so we're excited about that.
How nice. Did you already do your performance?
Yeah, we played atop the Hard Rock Hotel for a corporate customer. Yeah, and it was incredible. They asked us to play an extra hour, and we got more gigs off of it, so we had a wonderful time. And looking forward to getting back to Arkansas, though, now that we had our fun. So
how long did you play?
So we played from 5:30 to 7:30, and it was going so well they had us play till 8:30. So it was part of a conference, and the owner of this financial company is from Arkansas, so we ended up calling the Hogs at the end of the show.
Nice. How long would you have to play before you started getting uncomfortable that you were running out of songs?
Oh, we played almost 7 hours at Oaklawn one time. We pulled an early shift for New Year's Eve, and they had us keep going for the late night until we brought in the New Year. So I think it was 6 or 7 hours that night. At that point, you can repeat songs. I mean, after you've been playing for 4 or 5 hours, people probably don't remember if you played songs earlier. So we could make it work for a long time. I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, we're not going to approach that anytime soon, that's for sure. So safe to say. All right, well, let's dive in on what's going on with our friends at Willy D's and the Entertainer's Guide as you guys get ready to head back home.
Yeah, so entertainersguide.com, we update it mid-morning every Tuesday. So we've got, hundreds of venues across the state of Arkansas. But, of course, we start with Little Rock, Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar. We are there in the Little Rock River Market. And Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have dueling pianos upstairs, and we've got our deep ultra lounge downstairs. There's karaoke tonight, and then we've got our DJs spinning on Friday and Saturdays. Cliff and I will be joining the team on Saturday night, so we'll be bringing the fiddle into Willy D's on Saturday. I was going to give some love to Whitewater Tavern. Tuesday, they had Shiny Ribs tonight. Mm-hmm. Thursday, Cajun night with Amos Ducish. I'm not sure how to say the last name. Friday night, Adam Fawcett in the Spectral class, Stephanie Smittle and Nunchucks, and then Saturday is karaoke. So always a great venue with great music.
Do you know
over at Whitewater?
Do you know what time they start on Thursday? I've got some family in town, and we're looking for something fun to do. That would be a good thing to do. Whitewater Tavern's obviously an iconic location here in Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I could click on whitewatertavern.com and look for you here in a second. But yeah, Thursday night. I'm at this around 7.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
There you go. Okay.
Awesome. So Dugan's Pub, going to give a little love over to Dugan's. Wednesday night karaoke, Friday night Whiskey Halo, and Saturday Joey Barrett's going to be playing at Dugan's. North Little Rock, our Pulaski County Fair has the final Wednesday through Memorial Day fun over there on the Arkansas River, and we do have live music in the beer garden. So Joe Dar's there Friday, Saturday night. Wild Bill Willie, he's the Willie Nelson tribute. He'll be there, and then Sunday night we have our Hispanic Heritage Band, Wire Bears Music House on Sunday. And then Four Quarter Bar, going to give them a love. Friday, the Waymores, and Saturday, Drums and Bass featuring DJ Nick Hug and Cliff Aaron, the drummer boy Infinity. So that's cool over at Four Quarter Bar. And I know that the joint is no longer. They finished up their last chapter last weekend. The Birdies is coming in, and we are going to be playing there later this month. So y'all stay tuned to Birdies over a new venue there in Argenta. Over to Hot Springs. Pop's Lounge Friday and Saturday, Parker Francis Band. So great band, Parker Francis Band. And then Washita Bar and Grill Thursday, Chuck and Justin. Friday, Bailey Ray. And Saturday they have some bands. So, yeah, got really nice weather this weekend, I hope. And Washita Bar and Grill got you covered. Over in Conway, Arkansas CMAs on June 2nd. So that's coming up. Get your tickets to the Arkansas Country Music Awards, arkansasmusic.org. Kings Live has Friday night Josiah Spicer and the Tumbleweeds. Heading down to El Dorado, Tracy Lawrence is at the Murphy's Arts District at the amphitheater. So Tracy Lawrence Friday night. And let's see, I was going to end with a festival in Eureka Springs. They've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I named all the artists, I would be here a long time. So check out the String on the Kings Festival. I love Eureka Springs. Do y'all ever go up there?
I love it. We were talking about that the other
I
day.
know.
My part of my family's coming in for my son's graduation, and my stepmom did this all on her own, and they're going to stop there on the way down and spend the night. So they'll be there Thursday, so I'll let them know that's going on.
Yeah, wonderful. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I imagine the weather is great right now up there. So kind of cold. I feel like in the northern parts of like higher altitude, it's probably really nice right now in Arkansas, like it is here in New York. But yeah, and lots more going on across the state. Y'all check out the calendar, entertainersguide.com. Scroll to the city near you and find the local live music.
All right, what time is your flight home?
We will land about 8:30 tonight. But yeah, we leave here about 5 o'clock. So direct flight is very nice. I love the fact that we don't have to. Yeah.
Yes.
It takes a lot of the headache out. So yeah, we'll be headed home and then kicking off the fair tomorrow. We'll be back down there on the fairgrounds Wednesday night, and then we're actually headed to play a Talladega rally for St. Jude's fundraiser on Friday night in Texarkana. And then we play Mountain View on Memorial Day. We're bringing our full band to the Mountain View route, the town square there. So we'll be playing on Memorial Day up there.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun. Well, safe travels and enjoy the weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thank y'all.
All right, very good. All right, it's Susan Erwin Prowse from New York, the Big Apple.
New York.
It's pretty cool to have a direct back. By the way, question of the day today, which SEC fan base is your least favorite? Texas A&M is running away with it right now. Doesn't quite have a majority, but 38%, so thank you very much for that.
Honestly, keep forgetting they're in the SEC.
You can vote on Twitter. You do?
Yeah.
They're not
I don't
the
really
newies.
think of them as a SEC team.
They're not the new ones anymore. Texas and Oklahoma are.
Yeah.
That's the ones that are having a hard time
What
adjusting.
year did Texas A&M come in?
Then Missouri came in
13?
8 or 9 years ago, 10 years ago.
I want to say like 13, 12 or 13.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I believe it. I don't know how long Sanders Ground Essential's been doing their thing. Yes, I do. 25 years.
You knew that.
501-315-9395. Why aren't they taking care of your lawn? Do you just hate your lawn? You don't care? You just want your lawn to look stupid? Your lawn looks stupid right now if you don't have our friends from Sanders taking care of it.
Agreed.
Smarten up your lawn with Sanders Ground Essentials, okay? You know what I saw a video of today was them aerifying greens. I've never seen it done before. I saw a video of it today. It's pretty
Aerating?
cool. Yeah. When they punch it, and then they get another piece of machinery
Pick up
that
all
comes
those
through
little
and
nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah,
scoops the nuggets.
I have one getting delivered today.
What?
An aerator.
You're gonna aerify your
My
yard,
Mhm.
buddy. I'm a little worried about you. We're gonna have to get you some professional.
Mine
help.
is not like theirs. Mine is. I have a couple spots that need a little bit more. Just because when I lay down sod, I think there's still roots and stuff underneath, and so I'll aerate it. It's good for the yard.
Well, if you don't know what to do with your yard, you're not like DJ. Sanders Ground Essentials can talk you through it too. But you need that weed and fertilization program at minimum. And it's coming to be mosquito season, too. And they do have a great mosquito treatment they do. And, again, this is not like they're installing any equipment in your house. They just come and spray, and it helps keep them away. I can remember turning my back porch from an infestation into a beautiful, lush experience. So wonderful. It's a game changer. If you like to be outside during this time of year, forget about it. You got to have it. 501-315-9395. They can do all that and much more. And they've been doing it for a quarter of a century. It's Kent. It's Kyle. It's the Sanders boys. And they, of course, are local. They hire local. And they are taking care of their local customers. So get them on your lawn today. We are back. It's 12:32.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live and cooked Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is Sports Center.
Honors for SEC baseball came out yesterday, and quite a few Razorbacks were among those who received them. We'll start with the biggest one of all, SEC Player of the Year, which went to shortstop Vahiba Aloy. He's the second Razorback to receive it, the first being Andrew Benintendi. Aloy hit .358 with 18 home runs while leading the Hogs in most offensive categories. His brother Kuhio Aloy was named to All-SEC First Team. Zach Root and Charles Davawon joined the brothers on the first team as well, while Cam Kozel was named to the All-SEC Second Team. That makes for 5 Razorbacks receiving honors. Next up for Arkansas will be starting the SEC tournament on Friday. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Ready to fish or ski and have family fun in your new boat? It's the Ranger Memorial Day Celebration at all Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations. Explore the new Ranger Fish and Ski 212 LS, the Ranger 1880 MS Dual Purpose, or the Fish and Play 2050 MS. Bradford has 2024 Ranger fiberglass bass boats discounted up to $15,000, plus free custom boat cover. Now through May 25th, it's the Memorial Day sale at all Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations. Your authorized Ranger dealer.
This is Trey Reed from the Wild Side, inviting you to join Mark Hedrick and me every Tuesday night at 7 here on The Buzz.
Brought to you by Trader Bill's Outdoors, West Rock Landing, Edwards Food Giant, Battery Outfitters, All About Tire and Brake, and Tammy Chase Insurance.
It's The Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
From the Whataburger inbox to your speaker, Kayla writes, I'm dead because of no mushroom Swiss. We checked it out, and Kayla, though a bit dramatic, is totally fine. And that's great because the mushroom Swiss burger is totally back, just like Kayla loves, with grilled mushrooms, melty cheese, and creamy au jus sauce. Kayla, don't mess with us like that. The skull emoji is not for playing around. The mushroom Swiss burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket.
Paid for by Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Welcome back to The Zone. Are DJ Williams and Christian Weaver talking too much nerd stuff again? Well, be sure to let Justin Acri know by messaging us at our Whit Davis Lumber Plus live fan feedback or on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Now, back to hopefully more sports talk.
Don't hold your breath with that sports talk, especially in the 12 o'clock hour. Before we kind of get things geared back up, I want to tell you about a new company I came across. Very excited to tell you about them. We're talking about Standing Firm Farms. This is in Greenbrier, okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about meat. You need your meat, we got you covered, all right? They produce high-quality Angus beef that includes your ribeye, you got your filet, you got your sirloin, you got your New York strip, chuck roast, ground beef patties, they got it all. And the cool thing about it is before I wanted to tell you all about it, I said, can I try some of this stuff first? So you know what I did? I got a box delivered to the house. I opened it up. I wanted to see what the filet was talking about. I turned on that heat, got that pan piping hot, smoking hot, put that filet mignon on it that was seasoned with salt and pepper, and then I turned down the heat and basted it for 8 minutes, and then I sliced into that bad thing, and it tastes like butter. I mean, it was amazing. I'm talking about some high-quality meat right here in our own backyard in the great state of Arkansas. You can order your steak or your burger bundle boxes and have it delivered to your home. The owners, Bobby and his son, David Gilmore, well, they're top-quality guys, all right? I can't wait to meet them, but I know they have to be top-quality guys because they produce some high-quality meat, some of the best in the state. So any event you got coming up, especially with the holidays approaching, if you claim to be some of the best on the grill, you got to have some of the best product to do so. Once again, that is Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier, the number 460-1688. You can find them online as well at standingfirmfarms.com, and you can get all type of orders. And when it comes to your order, you can get them in multiple different sizes, even a half side of a cow. They got all the good stuff. Go visit my friends, Natural Beef for the Natural State. Call Bobby. Tell him DJ sent you.
I am doing some ground beef from there tonight. I'll let you know how the burgers come out.
Burger together?
You better believe
How
it.
do you prepare your patty?
Deliciously.
You put some breadcrumbs in there?
None of your business.
A little egg?
No, I don't
Salt,
put egg in my
pepper?
burger. You put egg in your burger?
What are you making, meatloaf?
No, I
Oh,
don't put
just
egg in my
making
burger.
burgers,
What are you
right?
crazy talking? No, a little Worcestershire sauce, some steak seasoning. Yeah, go to town. Get out the way.
Yeah.
I bet you make
I
a
like
good
that.
burger.
I make a great burger.
Thick burger, or you like the smash burger?
I like them thick, but I like them wide. I hate them when they shrink up. It's like
Yeah.
all bun around it with a big circle. Like I need it covering the bun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're about to get after it. I'm about to make probably 2 half-pounders.
Oh, wow.
I'm
What
gonna
do your condiments look like?
I like to do grilled onions, lettuce. I told you I went to the farmer's market. I got some beautiful green leaf lettuce,
I bet it's
some
gonna be
beautiful
good.
tomatoes from the farmer's market, grilled onions. I'm going to do a little bacon, some stone ground mustard.
What's that bun look like?
That's the key. I gotta see what I'm working with. I like to go to the bakery and get me a nice bun for a great burger like this. So I'm gonna check it out tonight. I'll take a pic.
That sounds like a good burger.
Yeah, did you see the BLT I knocked out this weekend on social media? Check out my social media.
Okay.
I told you I got local bread, local tomato, local lettuce. It was beautiful.
Is it a story or is it up there?
No, it was up there.
Okay,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
post.
look at it.
Yeah, it was delish. Anyway, Dave Van Horn talking about expectations. You want sports? We got sports.
We just do what we do. You know, you get up every day and you just try to get better. Tell our players just, just work hard today and, let us coaches worry about who we're playing and how we're going to try to beat them, and you guys just go play. And I think they do a great job at that. They, talking about the team has been really resilient. They've been battled injuries like everybody, but they're fun to be around. And it's one of those teams that, you just don't want the season to end. They seem like they really like each other and care about each other. And it's been one of those seasons where I think that the best is still in front of us if we want it. And I think we can do it.
Hogs are guaranteed 3 more games. I think they're going to have a few more than that. Special Tuesday game ball to Tyrese Halliburton, who will lead his Pacers on the floor tomorrow night against the New York Knicks. I don't know how this all came about, but there was a Pacers fan at a New York game earlier this year, and he was wearing a Halliburton jersey, and there were fans going after him, ridiculing him, throwing garbage at this guy. And you New York fans, get your lives together, will you? And Tyrese caught wind of this. There was video, went viral, and he is actually welcoming the guy in to go to the game on his dime. Love to see it. The man's name is Perez's last name. What's his first name? Hans Perez. There's an odd name.
That's odd.
That's an interesting
really
name.
Odd.
Yes. I'd love to meet his parents. They've got to be very interesting.
Swedish and Hispanic.
So, yes,
or
exactly.
Espanol.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Good job, Tyrese Halliburton. And lots going on at the NFL meetings. They are talking about the tush push. Also, they are proposing getting rid of the playoff system where division champions get the automatic 4 top seeds and go off of record. I'm kind of in favor of keeping the division winners as a little bit of a bonus and a little bit more of a, I guess, home field advantage. But we'll see what they decide to do. Also, they're discussing letting the NFL players play in the flag football in the Olympics, which I'm 100% on board with as well. All right. Craig says, okay, great. This is on D3 Auto Sales text line. Now I'm hungry. Stick to sports, sir. Sorry, buddy. Burger may not come out that great, but I bet it will. Use W sauce, this person says. It'll change your life. What's W sauce?
What's W? Is that Worcestershire?
Never heard of it. And people are giving you a hard time about saying Farrah Fawcett, DJ.
I mean, yeah, I get it. What do you? Well, he already said David Wells, so I just took Wells out of it.
Yeah, I missed
I'm trying
that.
to think what else you would drink out of.
That's a great point. Everyone wears a harness. They are raced with CGI.
Not Jackie Chan.
Mr. Wizard, did you make mention of fool around and find out? LOL. Look that up. The operation.
I can't say the word I was actually going to say because we're on the air.
F around and find out? Yeah. I always say mess around.
I
Pretty
said
soon you won't be wrong. It's an amazing Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
W sauce. Okay, that sounds intriguing for a burger. That's great. Some of the people, you might want to read up on what happened the day at the Capitol. Oh, my God. Do I need to read more about it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I need to, actually. Ashley Babbitt was a woman, retired military person that was shot. She was a woman, not a man. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry I brought it up.
Oh, you just got everybody fired up, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I told you at the beginning, don't care how you feel about it. I don't think we should be writing $5 million checks. I think we got better things to spend $5 million on than that. So if Christian Thorne's Little Rock capital, we don't have a capital in Little Rock, dum-dum. If you mean the Arkansas capital, should he get shot? Yes.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be shot, but he should be arrested for sure. Now, if he does it with 100 other people and they get a little wound up, I can't help you.
Yeah, if there's like a quote-unquote riot, I guess, maybe going on.
DJ, are we sure Justin's not on roids?
He's not.
Thank you.
I would know.
DJ, Justin likes Tom Cruise because because he's short and you're good. Don't worry about it. Jackie Chan's way better. You guys are out of your minds.
Jackie Chan's short too.
Yeah.
Or short people got to stick together.
Yeah.
This person says it's not a BLT until you put a little peanut butter on it.
What? I just looked at your. It's on Facebook. First of all, you didn't put it on Instagram.
It automatically posts to Instagram.
It didn't.
It does.
It's not on there.
It isn't.
I looked.
Everything else I do does. Weird.
Maybe a story.
Oh, maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Look good though.
We found it.
Where'd you get that bread from?
It was at the farmer's market. That's a local bakery.
You got to get your bun there.
Did you see the name of it? It's like Dolce something. Dolce.
Yeah,
Dolce Luna.
Yeah,
Bakery.
Dolce Luna. Their sourdough bread is, I wanted to go home and just eat like a whole loaf of toast.
Yeah, look at those
It's
tomatoes.
so good. Tomatoes are beautiful.
Ooh.
And it's not even tomatoes. Like, we're not even in the heart of the season yet. They're great.
Nicely salted.
Yeah. Justin, tell Susan the guy from Cersei said hello. Susan, the guy from Cersei said hello. Sorry, buddy. I didn't catch that while she was on. Logan says, Eli Manning stealing 2 rings from Brady automatically makes him a top 3 Eli. You know what? Didn't even mention
That's
Eli Manning.
about
How
that,
pathetic
Eli.
is that?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the best one outside of Eli Whitney.
Yeah.
I use Hulu the most because I have Hulu Live TV. That's where I watch sports. That's fair. It's National Streaming Day. We were talking about that earlier. Bad Monkey. Thank you. Sorry, I said Monkey Bone. That's a movie. Bad
Not a
Monkey.
good
It's on
movie.
Apple Plus. Okay, I'm going to check it out.
Isn't that like a horror movie?
Monkey Bone?
No, Bad Monkey.
Bad Monkey's the show with Vince Vaughn we were talking about earlier.
Isn't there a horror movie about a monkey? Am I making that up?
Yeah.
No,
it's
you're
called
right.
The Monkey.
The Monkey. Okay, yeah.
This person says, steroids make your pee-pee like he was on the day he was born. No thanks.
What?
I mean, at this point,
Didn't
who
have
cares?
much way to go.
Yeah, doesn't matter to me. This guy sent me W sauce. Okay. America's Worcestershire. It's kind of like red and looks kind of thick. It almost looks like that Thomas sauce. You ever seen Thomas sauce?
Mm-mm.
They have it out at Fresh Market. You put it. It's kind of a sweet, tangy.
Ooh, I like
marinade.
The sound of that. Okay.
When I do, I'll go out there and get like filet kebabs.
Okay.
And put the Thomas sauce on there. There's 2 versions of the Thomas sauce. They're both really good, man. Double polos with the under popped up, tight rolled colored jeans, white hot top Velcro Reebok. That's how you rocked it in '86. I was just never very trendy. I've never been trendy. I just
That was
never.
a really good description.
I'm trying to think of the trendiest thing I ever did clothing wise. I just was never a trend guy. I did have a pair of color, the what do you call them? The hypercolor clothes. I had a pair of shorts, like where you wear them and then they get hot and they change color.
You want to get weird?
That was kind of cool.
You know what I want you to try one day?
There's no telling.
I wanna see what you look like without your shirt tucked in. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I walk around with the t-shirt untucked sometimes. I'll go with the dress shirt untucked if it's one of the ones that are designed to be short.
Really?
You know how hard it is to find a shirt that's short for me? I have to get them custom made. But I've done it. I have some custom made shirts that are short enough for me to wear out. I like it. I like wearing a dress shirt untucked.
What could be trendy that you could try tomorrow?
What's trendy? I don't. Guys aren't as trendy as girls. Sometimes I see this girl stuff. I'm like,
well, you can.
Is that the thing?
I
Is that
think
the look?
Rings and jewelry.
I'd say one of the trends that bothered me a couple years ago. I'm super touchy about color, and the whole it was black outfits with brown boots, and I was like,
couldn't stand it.
No.
Didn't like it.
And I was told, nope, that's in. I'm like, no, it is not. It's not in. Any more than wearing hats in a white tablecloth restaurant is in.
Why is it that you see a lot of older men? You talked about knowing you were older. Why is it when they? What's up with the affliction like jeans and shirts?
I don't know. I never got into that either. I never listen.
Or design shirts.
What
You know what I mean?
Like Ed Hardy and stuff?
Yeah. The older.
Ed Hardy's
sometimes
been
I
gone
see
for a
men.
while.
You see a lot of design.
Was it Bad Religion? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
The ones with the
True
big
Religion.
True Religion. The
True
ones with the
Religion.
big things on the. I got dragged in there one time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like trying them on. It was with my ex-wife, and she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How much are they?" She's like, $325. I'm like,
No.
First of all, are you insane? Do you think I would spend $300 on a pair of jeans? Also, these are hideous. But we had to try it out, I guess, because it was cool at the time.
Did you wear them?
Hell no, I didn't buy them. I didn't buy them. I can't believe I haven't tried them on. I'm embarrassed I tried them on.
I don't know if they're not rhinestones, but like the metal,
whatever
spike thing.
Yeah, no. Stop it. Stop doing that. Not cool.
How many people right now are looking down like
Dozens. That was like we had a couple trends. I'll tell you, it was a dumb trend that we had back in the day. We did bolo ties for a while. I don't know how.
You wore bolo tie?
Yeah, in high school. And then also the Z Cavaricis.
I don't know what that is.
So that was a brand of pant, and they had the label right here on the front, right on the where the zipper is. So it always looked like your pants were unzipped. Like, I don't know why that was a thing, but it was Z Cavarici right on the front there. All my buddies had them. Like, that was the jam back in the day.
Okay.
So dumb. We had so many dumb outfits. We also had a thing about cardigan sweaters for about 2 years. That was a trend for a minute.
You talk about those jeans. They happened to be in when I went to the NFL, and I bought a few pair of those.
Which ones?
The ones you just got through bashing. That was
True
me.
Religion?
That was me. I had them all.
If you're an athlete, you could probably pull it off a little better.
But then looking back at it now, but back then it was, dang, you got those new jeans, and I think
I've never been good with jeans.
You'd go get them at the buckle.
My jeans have always been average to below average. I've never been a jean like top notch guy. Like I never bought. Guess was big for a long time too. Okay. Never had Guess jeans. You want to guess why? I'm cheap. Or a lot of Levi's back in the day. Listen, I want to tell you about our friends at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital. UAMS Health Ortho Now is open for business 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, Saturday 8 until noon. It's a walk-in clinic for anybody from back pain to sprained ankle, joint pain, sports injury. Could be something that's been around for a while or something that's brand new. You maybe got hurt being a little weekend warrior, trying to play pickup with your kid. Maybe you ain't built for that no more. Gonna have to give it up. It's all right. Or maybe slow down, take it easy. You don't have to try to drive the pain all the time. Maybe just be a set shot guy. You can be a guy that hangs around the perimeter now. He's firing it up from deep.
As long as it goes in.
Like Philip Seymour Hoffman in that movie.
Let it rain.
Along came Polly.
Orthopedic surgeons on staff, ready to roll. X-rays available for you when you come in. They will check you out, make sure they know what's going on. They'll let you know, too. 8 to 8, Monday through Friday, walk-in clinic, 8 to noon on Saturday. It is Ortho Now at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, conveniently located right in the middle of town, right off I-630. Call ahead if you get lost or if you have questions, but it is a walk-in clinic. Roll up in there, and they'll take care of you today. 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Groom's Cake Ice Cream is renewing its vows on the frozen aisle. Milk chocolate ice cream with chocolate cake pieces, chocolate-coated strawberry hearts, swirls of strawberry sauce, and chocolate icing. See you at the reception.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Super One food stores and all Edwards Cash Saver grocery stores.
Fellas, don't waste time and money with low-quality online TRT that charges you over $100 just to start. Are you kidding me? Visit the TRT experts today at Low T Center for a free consultation and free test. Treatment is personalized to your body and most major insurances are accepted. With the freedom to choose if you want in-center care or at-home treatment, you're in control of your health. Looking to lose weight? Get a free B12 shot when you start prescription treatment. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com, and y'all can thank me later.
Hey, it's Kramer for Drive Time Sports, and tomorrow Randy Rainwater is back on the air, and he's taking a show on the road to Quitman to Double B's, and he and Rick Schaefer have an incredible show planned with Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. Kevin Bohannon goes around the horn and over the fence thanks to Finch Brokers Chris Walker, Hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crain Hyundai and Genesis of Conway, and Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson from Hogville.net. We'll see you Tuesday right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back in the zone. If you like the sound of our voices, you should see our faces. Check our live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, back to the show.
Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there right away? Won't you, baby? In the road you
There he is, the second most talented member of the Jackson family.
Say the second?
Yeah. Behind Janet.
Oh, I thought he was behind Peter.
It's not ridiculous. Oh, fresh air, open roads, folks, and deals that don't stick around forever. That's right. It's at Gwatney Chevrolet. You want a deal? You know where to head. Straight over to Jacksonville and visit with our friends. It's also Military Appreciation Month. Really should be Military Appreciation 24/7. That's how they do it at Gwatney Chevrolet. Great relationship that they've got with the Air Base. But they are doing some special deals for Military Appreciation Month. Active duty, reservists, veterans can get $1,500 in total savings this month at Gwatney Chevrolet. And you've only got about 10 days left in the month, so take advantage of it. $750 from Chevrolet and another $750 matched by Gwatney. They don't have to do it. Not every dealership is, but Gwatney certainly is. They really appreciate their military all the time, and certainly this month. Look at that big, beautiful American flag as you roll up to Jacksonville, pull off, and get taken care of. They're also helping you out on Silverados. That's for everybody. 0% financing available on all the in-stock Silverados. They've got a nice selection. I was just there a couple days ago. Plus $32.50 in customer incentives. And if you've got a trade-in, they're not only going to take care of you on the trade, they're going to give you $2,500 extra for it. Ooh. Yes. GwatneyChevrolet.com. Go see our friends. Get off the James Street exit if you're heading north from Capital City. Get off and start getting that deal at Gwatney Chevrolet. Wes Moore in the house.
Wes, where'd you just come from?
A land far, far away.
The TV station? Oh, okay.
What, why?
I smell something.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, cologne?
No. What is that? No. It smells like a...
It does. I smell it. It's like a fresh air.
Like
somebody took a bath in Downey.
Like scented Raid. You ever have that?
Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, you smell like bug killer. What's going on with you today?
I've been watching the golf this morning. Arkansas women playing for a national championship.
Not really, though.
No?
No chance.
No.
They've got one great player and then a bunch of good players.
Now it's match play. That's all you need.
I know, but I'm just saying, Stanford's
awesome.
If they lose, it'll be surprising.
But Stanford was trailing Northwestern this morning.
Let's go Wildcats!
Had a big comeback and won.
Okay.
Yeah, so they advanced to the semifinals. Arkansas is in a dogfight with Northwestern right now. It's all tied up, 2-2.5. So,
okay.
And what's crazy is Maria Jose Marin is losing her match.
Huh.
Yeah, but she just made a birdie and is only one down, and she could be the one that decides the final match. But pretty cool. She won the national championship individual last night.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah,
by a couple strokes.
2 shots. Yeah,
that's cool.
What's the biggest comeback in golf history? Like final day.
Had to ask Trey Shapp that. There was Nicholas pretty special in '87 when he had that back nine at the Masters.
When he won the Masters in '86?
Yeah, '86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the
pretty big
deficit was.
But,
I always think about the dude that peed on his leg in at the British
Van de Velde.
Yeah. Jean.
So he blew it.
Yeah.
Blew it.
Okay.
Blew it. Yeah.
I was just curious who was like, there's no way this dude will win. And like, oh my gosh. I can't believe they came back.
There's probably a bunch of those examples. I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
I was thinking John Rahm had a chance to do it Sunday. That was crazy.
He also struggled down the stretch.
Yeah, he blew it.
Double bogey double or something to finish.
I think he went double bogey, bogey, double bogey.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Also known as every round I ever play.
Y'all know what
Riley Hall's coming on at 1:30 today to talk about Coach Calipari's camps that are coming up all across the state. So he's going to tell us all the information, how you can get signed up if you're interested in that. At 2:10, we got Coach Z kind of recapping the One Razorback Road Tour and talk a little NBA playoffs with us. And then at 2:30, Kyle Sutherland. He's on the call with some of the games with me for the high school baseball and softball state championship games Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Conway.
Did you and Cal get it sorted out?
Man,
you said you had a bone to pick with him last week.
Yeah. Well, I never talked to him.
Oh, okay.
No, I told you. I thought his take was dumb the other day.
Do you know who Jack Burke is?
No.
Yep. Old school golfer, Jack
1956. Burke. Came back from 8 shots back after 3 rounds of golf.
He was complaining. I told you this. Kyle was complaining about they did co-champions in the SEC softball because of the rain out.
Yeah.
And he's acting like maybe someday they'll matter. It's like, well, they do matter, and that doesn't matter.
Actually, doesn't matter.
No, not really.
It's just like the SEC baseball tournament. Doesn't matter if it comes down to Arkansas and LSU in the Arkansas and Texas in the finals, and it rains all day. Co-champs, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's go. We got regionals to play on Friday, just like softball did.
Concur. Tell Kyle.
Okay.
All right. We're out twice this week. Walk-ons Thursday. Bradford Marine in Hot Springs Friday. But stick around for Out of Bounds. They're kicking it right here today.
Are you dreaming of excitement and adventure? Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville is the place to be. From the cost-effective and customizable Sea-Doo Switch pontoon boat to a one-of-a-kind Can-Am Spider, Hubbard Power Sports has what you're looking for. Looking for a Sea-Doo personal watercraft? Don't worry, we've got you covered there too. From a Can-Am Defender farm rig to the all-new 240-horsepower Can-Am Maverick R, we've got it all. With a large selection of Can-Am four-wheelers and side-by-side models in stock now. Stop by and see us in Russellville. Visit us at hubbardpowersports.com.
It's a tough time, injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Out of Bounds is on the road Thursday, heading to Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can get a 2025 Silverado 1500 for 0.9% for 60 months. Come see us Thursday, Gwatney Chevrolet on TP White Drive in Jacksonville.
Okay, now the real sports talk show is about to begin. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds on KABZ Little